Water cleans me. God, tiger, please strengthen me. Meditation music. Water cleans me. God, tiger, please strengthen me. Sisters with pool. Sisters with pool. Sisters with pool. Yay, sisters with pool. Let's go, sisters with pool. Let's go. Yeah. Let's go.
What up, what up, what up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Sistas Wit. I am the Moon Butterfly Goddess.
Red Tiger Goddess.
Water Goddess has some unexpected things happen this evening, so I don't believe she don't think she's coming on tonight, child. She may not, I don't know. But I don't know. She has some unexpected things, so we're gonna send some light and love her way. Welcome y'all who are in here. So me and Red Tiger gonna hold this thing down like we do. Okay. So y'all know what the vibes is. We are doing live free reading. Oh, you got the list? You got the list, cuz?
I got my notebook and my pen.
All right, so we got this thing ready. So let's see who we got so far in the building. All right, so again, y'all know what the vibes is. It's 70 y'all in here. Let's get some love. Comment your name. Make sure you hitting the like or the heart button. But we are gonna do the 3-card pull. We're gonna keep this thing moving. Again, we sending some love and light to Water Goddess. So anyway, y'all, as we wait for some of y'all to come up in here, y'all see what it is. Cash App Moon Butterfly 28 or comment your name for the free reading. Hello, can I do a reading for my sister? Who is this? Hold on, y'all, because y'all on Facebook and you have not added your name, we cannot see who you are. So let me refresh my thing, honey, because it's not telling me. Can you see who that is?
Oh, I think I can. I think I saw it. They went away, but it was like Tomoyika.
It's not there, right? Hold on, let me see. Sharia Williams said, can I get a reading for my sister? All right, so we're going to add Miss Sharia to the free list. All right, we got you, beautiful. Hey, peace queens in the building. What's the PayPal? Cotton candy.
That's a Maris.
This one, because I think it should be for PayPal. Try this one. I'm gonna give you this one and see if this works for you. Because I do have one and it does work on my website.
Jessica sent.
All right, Jazz, hold on. Let me just make sure I'm giving her the correct PayPal. But what's up, y'all? Welcome y'all in the building. We coming off of some post-moon energy. Hold on. Okay, here we go. All right, so I'm going to put this up here because I believe this to be my PayPal. Let me know if you have any problems. All right, y'all. So what's up, Tyrone? You must be late in the building because I done said Water Goddess has some unexpected things happen this evening. So I'm not sure if she's going to pop in at all or if she said, child, not tonight. She told me she might not, so she might not be in here, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and pin the PayPal. Try that Moon Butterfly LLC. That should be our business. My business PayPal. So that one should work. But if it doesn't, let me know because I definitely have it. Thank y'all. He came in the building all late. Thank you, Red Tiger. Okay, so anyway, that solar, yes, y'all. So we got that moon and that solar eclipse energy. And so what we need to really do, we know what season it is. I've been saying this every week until the end, to the new year anyway. This is releasing season. So this particular month, y'all, let's get in here. Shut up, Tyrone. Let's get in here. Right. He coming from my mother, right? Okay, no problem. I'm gonna get at him later because that's his mother too. But anyway, so we're coming off all of this energy, right? And so we're in releasing season. That's one thing. So we're releasing, but this is gonna be very important because Spirit woke me up in the middle of the night, literally, and talked to me about this and was talking about a lot of us are really not doing shadow work. So we kind of going through the day to day, going through, getting readings, getting Reiki, getting all this stuff done, but really not doing the inner work. And so let me give it to you how Spirit said. This season, really for you to kind of find your potential or to be where you need to be, you've got to do the shadow work, because a lot of us are holding on to so much past hurt. It's blocking our future, honestly. Not just talking about y'all. Spirit showed me where I was in my wrong too. So, we got to really do the shadow work. Really, really important. And so there's all tons of shadow work. But when you're getting readings, when you're getting this stuff done, make sure you're taking the messages and actually listening to Spirit, because on our platform, Spirit speaks. Okay, so y'all know how we do. All right, so let's go ahead. Do I have a picture on my PayPal? I do not. Let me go in here. Cotton Candy, you working me tonight, child. Hold on. Hold on, girl. Let me log officially in. I don't believe so.
I don't.
You said you don't?
No, and I don't really use it that much. So I can.
My PayPal is connected as a payment option on the website.
Okay.
And so no, it should just come up. You may see Darielle Rogers come up. You're not going to see my picture. So that would be me, but I should be the Own Moon Butterfly LLC, okay? Because that's how I get my payments through the website sometimes. How are you guys? So let's go ahead and check this Cash App. Y'all know what the vibes are, what we on tonight. Again, for y'all coming in here. No, you good. You good. I was messing with you, child. You are so because Water Goddess be doing this, so y'all gotta be, more. I'm on it though. I understand the assignment, I think. Hold on. So I think it was Jessica who said sent. Was it Jess?
Yeah, it was Jessica. I got her on the paid list.
Okay, because she always be her. And let me see what she put this week, child. Normally last week, it was the other day, it was her chocolate boo. So let's see, honey. All right, let's see who that came through the building. On to skip the lines. All right, y'all. So skip the line. We got Jessica for Jessica and Derek. And then we got Miss Sharia. And I believe Sharia was the one who wanted for her sister. So I believe it's an ancestor reading for her sister based on
the ancestor for her.
Sharia, help me confirm, beautiful. Was this for your sister who has passed in spirit, or this is just general for your sister? Let us know.
Okay, so she's not on the free. So she sent you something.
Yeah, she just okay. All right, y'all. So we're gonna get Jessica and Derek together. Let's get them all the way together like we do. Let me get she's on the phone with me. Laugh out loud. Oh, her sister. Okay. Child, you gotta be specific. Oh, she's not on Facebook, so she wants a general read for her sister. All right, we got you, child. You gotta clear that thing up, okay?
So it's gonna be Jessica, King Derek, Sharia for her sister, and Bazzy.
All right, y'all. We got y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. Peace to all the goddesses and gods in the building. We appreciate y'all so much. And again, y'all, make sure y'all showing love. If y'all on that YouTube, hit that like button. I know y'all regulars, but when I go back and check, I don't want to have to get y'all, child. Okay. All right, y'all. So peace to all the queens in the building. We're going to do Derek. You said, no, Jessica, right?
Yeah.
All right, Jess, let's get into it. Can I get a reading on my mom? She's living, but we've been bumping heads and I want to see if she's struggling with something. Who is that? Miss Kenzie. All right, you will be added to the free list. And again, if the line gets too long for y'all, okay, so she said she sent her PayPal. Hold on 1 second before we get into Jessica. Let me make sure we get this together. But again, y'all, Cotton Candy, I think she said she sent the PayPal now, so that should come through. She sure did.
Okay.
All right,
so let's just go after Bazzy. Or
yeah.
Okay.
Well, let me see. Hold on. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool. Hold on. So now I have to send the amount over. Hold on 1 second. I can't be forgetting. What is it? So we can make sure it's in. Give me 1 second, y'all.
I guess if you got a reading for your sister, and I was like, oh, she right here chilling with me, you're gonna be like, oh no, she ain't.
Right. Right. So I'm gonna send this to your Cash App and just send it back, okay? Because I can't Cash App it to myself. You know what I'm saying? You got me?
I don't, but I'll just do what you said, send it back once I get it at the Cash App.
Right. Just send it back, and that's all you gotta worry about. The amount I sent, just send it back, child. Okay, we're gonna do it that way.
Okay.
Ching, 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 go the money tree. Y'all better get this good energy tonight, okay? Somebody else. Okay, so Cotton Candy. Did you have? Let me see. Beautiful. Did you have a specific reading that you was looking for? Did you want ancestor? Did you want general? Let us know. All right, so I got you. Thank you. So after that, we got okay, Sharia. Then we got Miss Cleo. Or however you doing your order. We got Cleo who just came through. Y'all get us together.
Wait, okay, I'm on Cash App, but wait, Cleo was on the page.
She on the skip the line. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'm going to.
Y'all give us a second because we down a person, child. So we got the shift and we got to redo, okay?
Okay. I'm about to send it to you.
What you sending?
The money back.
Oh, I got it.
I ain't send it to you.
Oh, I sent it to you. Girl, okay, I got you, child. so we got Cleo on
if you do, it's a miracle. I'll run with it.
Child, that thing say me since. Okay, anyway, don't be laughing at us, y'all. This thing, okay, you got to do reorganize. Y'all know I do not do well with being on here too. Okay, Cleo, we got you. We got you, beautiful. You said you was washing dishes. No, we good because we trying to figure this thing out, honey. Water got us out, so we got to move things. Tyrone said, "Oh Lord." Right, having me, and I can't be hosting and doing all. You listen, y'all gonna get the energy y'all get tonight. All right, so let's get this thing.
Okay, so Kenzie is Cleo.
Oh, got you. Okay, cool. Okay. All right, y'all. So let's get into it. We're gonna go ahead and get Jessica together. All right. Tyrone get on my nerve.
This is the time you need to be here.
Well, okay, admin, okay? Listen, admin, this is the time we need you, child. Pay attention, Tyrone. He said multitasking is not my ministry. He know that. That's the thing. He knows that. He is. I can't even try to say, "Oh, Tyrone, you lying." He knows that.
And but we gonna general.
Yes, she's
okay.
Jessica. All right. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Jessica, for you, I got the release card. This is saying endings that lead to new beginnings. So Spirit is really kind of just saying inside there's some internal parts of you that is kind of operating from the old you. And so what they're wanting you to do, you see this person's hands up. They want you to kind of start over again. Like now you're getting to know yourself, loving on you, but there's things that you got to realize they no longer serve you, whether it's emotions, whether it's things that are built up, hurts that you may have had and you have not healed all the way from. This is going to be the perfect time. Just like I said before I started the readings, was that this is the time to do the shadow work. And they want you to do that. Do some self-thing. Write down some emotions that you've had for a long time that don't serve you or you don't understand them. But even though you may be happy in certain areas, Spirit is saying this is also a time to work on self. Because as you blossom, love is one thing, but just changing you too, it's going to just really just make your life that much more pleasurable, child.
Ashe. For you, Queen, I got 91, surrender. And as Moon was saying, it's like you just have to remember every time you do some work and you come into a new space, and again, like she said, you're getting to know yourself, that there's some things that as you heal them, I feel like the last little part of getting rid of that is just like any emotion that you still have about it, or any, like, you know, give it to your ancestors, give it to your angels, give it to God, give it to your source, you know, but just say that that's not, it's kind of like saying, you know what, physically relinquish, you know, even if you can do this as a physical, kind of like a metaphor, or like physically take some stuff and remove it from you. Like, I'm getting rid of this stuff. Like, this stuff is not coming with me into my journey. I've held it for too long. And it's the stuff that you can't control. It's the stuff that, you know, just plagues you, and that you think is a part of you that's not. You know, get rid of some of those things that you think about yourself that's negative. Get rid of some of those, and have a ceremony for it. You know, have like like just like people cut the dead ends. Like, this is no longer serving me. I'm getting rid of this, but I'm physically getting rid of this. I'm writing these things down that don't serve me, and I'm burning it up, or whatever that looks like. But, you know, I'm giving it to my source. I'm giving it away, but I'm not carrying that anymore, because, you know, your source wants you to feel light where they are, and positive. And, you know, though you have a lot of good things coming in with this season, and some things that you're already experiencing, you're still holding on to some of the, you know, the negative stuff that stays with you, which makes sense. But it's time to really just make sure that you're giving that away, and that you're no longer carrying that. Ashe.
Ashe. All right, Miss Jess, and your last card, honey, I got the looking deeper card, looking deeper. And so this talks about deep inside, I have this radiance inside of myself, but it's time to allow people to see it. The spirit keeps saying, really take the time to stop saying what you want to do. It's a lot of what I want to do when it comes down to your money and your finances. But they're saying this is the action season. This is not the time to be playing with these people. This is the time to take action. They also talk about you stepping into, this is going to be giving me into the new year, but they keep saying when you step into this new season, really to put your money where your mouth is. So I feel like spirit, when I heard it like that, they're telling me to tell you, invest in your business. Like, take time to actually set up a real workspace, like start dedicating a lot to your business, because they're saying if you look deep inside yourself, you're going to surprise yourself. Everything you wanted really has been within you the whole time, child. You ain't listening. Ashe.
Ashe.
All right, listen, they on you, child. Okay, they on you. Good evening. Mr. Drew said he would like to be added to the free list.
He is on the free list.
All right. Okay, look at Red Tiger. Look at Red working, child. Okay.
You know.
All right. Good evening to all of you beautiful people who have entered the building. Y'all know the vibes that we are on. It's the live free readings to skip the line. You are welcome, Ashe. Send a cash app to Moon Butterfly 28, or let us know your other payment method, or comment your name if you would like to be on the free list. If the list gets too long, it's two of us. Y'all know what to do. Any donation to skip the line. All right, y'all. Red, you got to keep up with that list, huh? Okay. She on it, because Moon Child, that list be tore to pieces, honey. Okay. I know I be tearing up the order anyway. So look, okay, I can't do both. All right, y'all. So let's keep this thing moving as like we do each and every week. Derek. All right, Ashe. Tyrone said facts. Okay. Listen, I told y'all, you know, I'd be tearing up. I'd be like, oh yeah, who's next? They'd be like, no, it's because don't keep me in charge of those lists. All right, let's get into it. Out, we're clearing all this energy out, and I'm getting some chills now. Let's get Derek in the building. Let's get his energy together. Who laughing? Jazzy. Jazzy child. Yes, I do. Don't I be tearing that list up? Oh Lord, y'all. Listen. I'm glad y'all know me. This is family. This is what we do. I ain't gonna lie. Derek, they on your ass tonight, child. Hold on, let me pull this card out, honey. All right, for you, I got the Four of Water. The Four of Water, and can you see the man sitting? But he's kind of sitting like. It says failing to recognize magical opportunities. Behind him, there's a guardian angel that he does not see. So this card means different stuff for different people. But for you, they're saying you're missing the point of what they be telling you. You get so distracted with other shit. It's like they give you signs about what you're supposed to be doing, but you keep sitting on it. Oh, I'm a wait. And Spirit is saying, what the fuck are you waiting for? Why do you keep waiting when they just keep showing you things may not be comfortable at jobs or things may be happening when it comes to work? But Spirit is saying, listen, don't get lost in your own world. This card says, wake up, wake the fuck up is how I'm hearing it. Like, know that the changes that you want for your life are right in front of you, but you're not grabbing the bull by the horn. Like, get it together, sir. Stop. They say stop settling for certain things. Spirit is telling you this is going to be the season for you to remember. This is the month to start creating what your future looks like. So if you kind of want to just be basic and getting by, do that. But if you want to create your own life and you want it to look the way it's supposed to look, wake up. Ashe.
Ashe. For you, King, I got 3, creativity. And what Spirit's trying to get you to understand is a lot of times when you tap into your creative side, that's when they tend to show up. So some of these ideas that just come to your head or some things that you're good at creative wise, like it's really time for you to start writing that stuff out, pursuing those things, because they're showing me prosperity for you. And it's like your creativity is attached to that. So I don't know if there's just some things that maybe you just kind of do as a hobby or do on the side that's just kind of for you, but it's time for you to like really push that and really decide, like, you know what, whether it's social media, whatever, I'm just gonna put some of that out there and just see what kind of feedback I get. But really get into that zone, because any other work that you're doing for people is only gonna go but so far. It's only gonna, they decide what they want to give you for that or whatever. But you're really gonna be in your element when you decide that, okay, I'm gonna let my creative juices flow and go ahead and tap into that and see what kind of prosperity comes out of that. But again, King, besides your special gifts that you have, it's time for you to really get connected with your ancestors and angels and such, and just create that space. Like, no more distractions. Just really let your creative side fly and see where it takes you. Ashe.
Ashe. All right, Miss Audra, can you get on the free list? We got you, beautiful. All right, Jazzy, yes, you are correct. They do balance me out because there'd be a lot going on. All right, Mr. Derek, let's get into your card, your third card. Listening with your heart. Listening with your heart. So they kind of summing up everything that we were just saying. They're saying, like, when you want to know something, I teach people this all the time. It's like people always believe that you listen with your mind. Your mind is the strongest. Your heart is. Your heart tells the truth. Your mind gets you fucked up. So sit for a moment with yourself and kind of listen and say, you know what do I want from me? You are a people pleaser, and Spirit wants you to know that sometimes it's okay to please you. You want happiness, you want abundance, you want things in your life as well. So you can please people, but this is the season to also please yourself, and that means I'm going to make the choices that are right for me. If it comes to your life, your health, whatever that is, making sure that you're doing what's best for you. So in this season, be still sometimes and listen with your heart and not with your mind. Your mind tell you, like, oh, settle for that job. It's okay. Your heart is telling you, look at these situations when it comes to your craft. Like, look what you need to do. Your heart is telling you everything. Your mind is fucking you up. So pay attention to your heart. You see how the card? Yeah, Ashe. Look how I look now. Okay, it's not playing.
Remember that SWV song? Use your heart and not your.
Okay, exactly. Ashe. It's the truth. Ashe. All right. Ashe. So who we got next? So you got Miss Audra.
So, I have Sharia, sister, then Bazzy, then Cotton Candy, then Cleo, then on the free list Drew, and then Audra.
All right, got you guys. So y'all work with us. Ashe, thank you very much. We appreciate you much. Okay. There. Okay, you better get out. You better get that Ashe. You better get into it. All right. Love it when the kings be ashaying and in the building. All right, y'all. Thank you. Somebody said, "Who is this child? Who is this, honey?" Let's see.
Where you at? Who said what?
Drew, child. He giving it already. I'm currently in a situationship, and I really want to know if I should let it go, move on, or remain hopeful. So, what you should do in a situationship? Okay. All right. So let's get into it, child. We got Miss Sharia's sister, child. Miss Sharia's sister, who's not on Facebook, but she on the phone waiting. Miss Sharia, hope you here. If not, you can always catch it on the replay. All right, so let's meditate, clear some energy out. Okay. Oh, all right, spirit. Okay. She said she here, child. I know. Okay, I know you are front and center, huh? She ready for this, honey. Let's get into it. Ashe. Thank you, spirit. Cause they is funny. I like your sister's energy though. She's funny, child. Okay. Ashe. Okay. Oh. Thank you. Oh, I got chills off of this one, honey. For you, for your sister, beautiful. I got the awakening. The awakening. You see this person hanging upside down in limbo? They saying it's time to pause and reflect on shit around you. And when you start looking, if 1 and 1 ain't 2, or people who ain't who they say they are, or they're not treating you correctly, or you giving more than you get, in spirit is trying to tell you in this season, stop for a moment. It says an awakening when you see shit in a whole new light. They telling me, child, this is what the spirit said. They're saying that there's some people around you, or it could be a love situation, it could be, I don't know, but they're saying there's some like who's been showing you who they are, but yet you not believing them. Or if this is like past things you've been doing, you got to stop for a moment and allow yourself to make judgment for yourself and what your heart deserves, not what you comfortable with or just you gonna settle. They saying no in this season. It's time for you to wake up. They're gonna make things very difficult for you as well when it comes to situations, because they want you to allow yourself to be happy for real. So it says embracing your own shit, being in your own truth, telling people who giving you their ass to kiss, fuck them. I'm sorry to say it like that, but spirit is on fire tonight and not playing. That was your question. Okay. Let that shit go and get them fake, phony ass, not giving you what you deserve, people, things, or whatever they are from around you. Okay. Because they don't deserve your heart. Ashe. Woo, I got lit up, child. Spirit is not playing.
The queen, I got 67 physical activity. And spirit's giving this to you because they're just saying it's time for you to break away from that stuff. It's time for you to really get back in touch with you. A lot of times physical activity just it's you and you. It's you in your own zone. It's you attached to your soul. And as you releasing and get rid of dead ends and just woo-san. So when you go ahead and do something that gets your blood pumping, your heart rate up, it's going to feel good, and it's going to be a good response to some of these things that you have going on, so that you can kind of but it's time to get a little bit of a separation. Go ahead and do some physical activity on your own, by yourself, where it's just you and your soul, and it's, again, just releasing endorphins, getting that stress off, not focused on BS that's going on, just releasing, breathing, having that exchange between you and your soul. But it's imperative that you do this, because what spirit is showing me is that a lot of the distractions and a lot of the things that get you bogged down and get you heavy, that you can basically be throwing that off with just exerting some energy and just being away. It's also kind of like a meditative thing for you. So get to it and keep yourself healthy, keep yourself moving. Ashe.
Ashe. All right, Miss Sharia, sister, your last card, child, igniting courage. Okay. And so you see which way the woman's on the horse, and it's moving forward. Ain't shit about this horse moving backwards to the side in a circle going around. This is all about forward moving for you. They also saying igniting that shit inside of you, that fire that you got, not to waste it on arguing back and forth or wasted energy. Showing people, this card is also talking to me about what you're trying to do with your life. Like, you know, ignite the courage to do what you want to do. They say do it. Again, I don't know if you talking or you procrastinate or you kind of not sure. Whatever this is the time to start doing it and doing it now, Spirit says. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Don't just sit, like, stop it. Do it now. Like I told you, the horse is moving nothing but forward. Anything backwards, you ain't got time for that shit, okay? Ashe. Ooh, child, Spirit, listen. Spirit, honey. They ready to
songs I resisted with that doing it.
Okay, they ready tonight, child. Okay.
All right. Next, you have Bazzy, as far as I know.
All right. So let's clear that energy out, because Spirit is in the building, child. Ready to talk. What you pouring? Who pouring? What you pouring up, child? Look at the eyes. Why you laughing, Red? Who they talk about? What you pouring? That was you, right? I ain't pouring.
I ain't pouring nothing.
Oh, maybe I poured something earlier, child. That was some water, child. What?
Maybe was sipping. I don't know.
Listen, honey. All right, Miss Bazzy, Ashe. Thank you, Spirit, for cleansing and clearing energy. Let's get into it, Baz. Where you at, beautiful? Let's get into it. Everybody have a good night.
You too.
Thank you. You too, beautiful. Thank you for tapping in. All right. Oh, Red took a sip. They say you took a sip. Oh, water.
Oh, well, I mean.
May not be water, huh?
I got some water, but I also got some shots.
So tell her, don't be whispering in this thing. Hey, get that shot. Hey. All right, okay. All right, Ashe.
Look here, Jazzy.
No, Jazzy, she like Tyrone, child. She don't miss a beat. Jazzy B, she listens. She sees everything, child. When you know, you know. She said, when you know, you know. Okay.
Her pretty self.
Ashe. Whew. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Ashe.
Ashe.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Ashe. Let's see where you leading me to. All right, Bazzy child. You got the 7 of water. And so what Spirit is telling me, they say make a choice. Either you over analyzing or you kind of hesitating or procrastinating when it comes to something. You see like all these different cups, and really they're saying get yourself laser focused on what you're trying to do. Get clarity. Like you're going through, Spirit is saying you're going through a space where you're trying to, like, you know, figure things out and they're getting there, but they want you to get clarity when it comes down to like what you're trying to do strictly with your business. I don't know if you trying to, like, you know, start something new or you've been doing it, but you like stop it. You procrastinate, and they like you doing it, but you know, you half-ass doing it. Spirit said this is not the time. This is not the time. This card also says too many options, and it also saying addictions to stuff, like, you know, making sure you balancing things in your life. Like you cool, you doing well, but keep a balance with certain things. But Spirit saying, look, what you want to do, keep yourself focused on it. And some days they say you be like, all right, I'm gonna get up and do it. But you like, I'll wait. Stop doing that. Stop procrastinating, over analyzing, overthinking, worrying about other shit. Keep yourself focused on what you want, and you're gonna get the clarity you need. Ashe.
Ashe. For you, Bazzy, I got 14, moderation. So Spirit's just like, you know, keep your emotions in check. Again, acknowledge them, but just, you know, don't let them make you do stuff when you're in a low vibration that, you know, you may regret, or you're like, I kind of wish I wouldn't have done that. You know, just try to stay even keel by like allowing, you can feel some kind of way about something, but sit with it for a second, process it. Tell yourself you're not going to go, you know, I mean, and this can be anything. This could be indulging in some kind of way that you just like, nah, I really wish I wouldn't do that. So just, allow your emotions to be what they are, but process them. Don't let them don't have these automatic reactions to them where you just kind of like overindulge in something. The other thing is they're kind of giving me this energy where it's like you're very unique. You are a star in your own right, but you don't. It's like you recognize it to a certain degree, but you don't recognize it all the way. So you still feel like you want to be attached to somebody or be under somebody's umbrella. They're saying no, pop out, do your thing. Like just be you and be seen, and don't let any of your past stuff make you, hide. It's like again, this information, this like energy of kind of a when you're loose and you're feeling a certain way, then it's like, you see me, and you out there, and you shining, and you don't, no apologies, whatever. But then there's this other side of you that's like, nah, I'm not really sure. I'd rather have somebody else, kind of, show me the way or be like this umbrella, because you're still scared. So, face your fears head on. Go ahead and just go out there, give it a shot, because the more that you do that, and the more that you're seen, and the more that you decide that, like, I can just kind of rely on myself, and I don't need this, like, umbrella or whatever to kind of like guide me or protect me or anything like that. Like, you're going to see, and you're going to start to rely on yourself more, because it's going to be like, you know what? Like, I can do these things. And the only thing that's holding me back is some, like, stuff that I've been told, or some BS that I've heard from people that don't even know what they're talking about. Like, get out there and do it. It's your time, and you got enough uniqueness that you can actually, like, people are gonna vibe with you, and they're gonna think you're cool, and they're gonna embrace, like, if you're doing something, you're pushing something, you're selling something, whatever, they're gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna get it because I dig her. Go for it. Ashe.
Ashe. All right. And to get your last card, beautiful, I got embarking on an adventure. And so it's literally funny that Red said pop out, because this card right here got pop out energy all over it. I soar into the wonders of the world. Like, Spirit keeps saying, you don't got shit holding you back. You're not bound by kids. You're not bound by nothing but this thing in your head. It's like Spirit wants you to step all the way out there. You know how it's like you getting into the pool and you like put your toe in it, and you going to put your toe in it and see how, let me see if it's colder. They say, no, jump in head first and adjust to the water. Adjust to that shit. Spirit is saying, stop it. There's whatever you got go. Spirit don't care about it. All they're telling you is to focus on the things that you want for yourself, because you have these goals, you do, but you can be a little shy. People don't realize that you can be. And so part of you kind of be like, stop, just be you. And like Red said, pop out, beautiful. This is your season, child. Ashe.
Ashe.
All right, y'all. You welcome, beautiful.
Did you need to check your
oh yeah, let's check
like water would normally say.
Okay. Go ahead. You on the red. Okay, cool.
I got my list.
All right. See, water, we holding it down, child. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know.
Okay. All right, y'all. Let's see. Looks like we are caught up. Okay. Cool. All right, cool.
So I have Cotton Candy, Cleo, and then on the free list I have Drew, Audra, and Jasmine. Smoothie.
Oh, what up? What up, bro? How you doing? Oh Lord, not Hackensack in the building. What up? All right, y'all. So let's keep this thing moving. So we got Miss. Oh, that's what I wanted to ask, Miss Sharia. Were you looking for a general read, or were you looking for an ancestor read? What you got going on?
Oh, did she send again?
No, she sent her reading, but she didn't clarify. It could be because sometimes she likes both readings. She likes the ancestor. Was it for both this time?
I thought she did her sister, so she wanted something else.
Not Sharia, child. Who was the child? Not Sharia.
Cotton Candy.
Girl, Cotton Candy. Here I go tearing up names. All right, Cotton Candy. Where are you at in the YouTube land? You are up next. I know you like to do. I want to make sure you doing 2 or what you doing. Because you didn't specify. She done went missing. So what we gonna do first is gonna hit her with the general. Oh, she said, here, this go. Cotton Candy. All right, beautiful. Type in and let us know. Are you doing what reading would you like? Let us know. Let us know. Let us know, beautiful. All right. So what's up, y'all? We having positive vibes and good vibes and making sure that y'all believing in whatever y'all want to do, you can do it. Let's not stop and hesitate and think we can't do shit when we know we can do it. She said ancestor. All right, got you, beautiful. All right, so let's clear some energy all the way out. And thank you guys for who just coming in. Make sure if you're in Facebook, you hitting the like or the heart button, leaving a comment. If you're in YouTube, hit that like and subscribe button. If you've already subscribed, just make sure you just do something, child. Do something. All right. Ancestor reading, Miss Cotton Candy, Ashe.
Ashe.
Thank you, Spirit. All right, y'all. Okay. I heard you loud and clear. I was trying to meditate, y'all. I heard it loud and clear. This is a female energy coming through. She said, this is me. I'm here. All right. Beautiful. Let's try to see. Okay, sure. Give me a moment to connect with the message that she would like me to give to Cotton Candy. What message would you like me to give to her? Message. I heard you. Okay, thank you. All right, so for Miss Cotton Candy, when I asked Spirit to connect me with what ancestor, she was right away. I heard her. She said, "This is me. I'm here." I got the Empress. The Empress again. Now, this is not coming through like a grandmother energy to me. This is coming through. This could be. She may be younger than a grandma. She could be like an aunt. Motherly energy too, but it's like the aunt motherly kind of energy. The way she's coming through to me. First thing she keeps telling me to tell you is that everything that you've always wanted was always in front of you, but sometimes it's hard to see. She says a lot of things happen in our family. A lot of things happen in the family, or a lot of things happen where sometimes you may not feel like you good enough. She said, you always been good enough. She said something, child, hold on, what you, Cotton Candy, tap in, because she keeps saying like, I see you trying to do that thing. And she says, I'm going to help you. What you doing creatively, or did you get like a new job? Something that you stepping into new, she keeps saying. Okay, thank you. She keeps saying she see that thing, child. It's like she sees whatever you try. I don't know if it's a new transition, because she keeps showing me like you here and then you going into a different space almost. She said, baby, listen, don't let nobody stop whatever you doing or tell you ain't doing good enough. She said, because you doing damn good. She said, I see you worrying sometimes. Don't worry about nothing. She said, them people can't tell you about yourself and what you doing. I don't know what she talking about, y'all. But anyway, the card she draws me to. Oh, listen, go ahead and do that thing, because she says she gonna help you, and she almost tickled at it a little bit. She laughing, but she's drawing me to this, the One of Earth, which confirms her message. Thank you so much, Auntie. She says an exciting new opportunity is coming for you. So she wants me to let you know too, and I got chills about this. It's like, you see in the car how she walking up to this big ass house. Like, I don't know if you was purchasing a house or thinking about it, or you want to do something to a house, but I feel like this is almost like a new purchase. She keeps saying, I'm gonna make sure you get that house just the way you want it. So I don't know if you want to move. I don't know what this is with this house, child, but there's a house somewhere and it's something about it, and she's letting you know it's gonna be yours. But she wants you to stop doubting things so much, because sometimes if things don't look the way you want them to look, you start doubting. She says, stop it. She loves you. She's always with you. She says your bond will never change. Ashe.
Ashe.
Woo, child.
I have a male energy for you. The card I'm drawn to is never forget you are loved. Love never dies. And what he wants you to do is kind of like realize you got to take a step back sometimes. And giving me one of those pictures, like, I don't even know if you're old enough to know, but like where it used to be you had to be like real close to the image. Your eyes almost had to cross, and then you pull it back, and then you're like, oh, I can see it now. It's like you when you're in certain situations, it's like it's so close that you can't really focus. Your focus is not really valid because it's like things are looking crazy, and but what he's trying to get you to do is pull back, uncross your eyes so you can see the actual picture, so you can see what it is that they're trying to show you. And just giving me this energy, like you just once you decide that like how you're looking at stuff is like, oh, it's not right, or oh, I'm hesitating on this or whatever, it takes a real effort for you to kind of like pull back and see it, but they want you to pull back and see it. You know, he's saying like you have to sometimes get out of your situation and get out of your mind and really like, you know, also giving me the nature card. Go out in nature, you know, to just create that. Sometimes you have to hang up your human side. Sometimes you have to hang up that human experience because you're mostly divinity. So, which means you can call things to you that you want, which means when you're feeling some kind of way that's not the reality of the situation, that's your human side getting in the way. So, you know, he wants you to understand like that you're a goddess and that you can, you know, have anything that you want. You can do anything that you want. But if you allow yourself to stay in here and what you see and whether it's going right or not going right or whatever, and you don't take that separation and go in nature, I mean, that is a necessary separation that you have to make. You know, that meditation, that's a necessary thing that you have to do because it gives you a little bit of space from, you can't be right in the BS. You can't be just constantly having this momentum of like, oh, all this stuff is going on. And now I feel like, you know, maybe I shouldn't do this or shouldn't do that. Take a step back. He's saying, take that step out of there. But he loves you. I'm feeling like this is like almost like a younger guy, maybe a significant other. I'm not sure, but just somebody who just he believes in you. He wants you to kind of go back to a point where there was one point where you had like a little bit more like confidence, a little bit more faith. Maybe you were younger, but just like, you know, things might have happened to you, but you were still in the space of like, you know, well, I'm still going to be whatever. I'm still going to do whatever. But these people are not going to hold me down or, you know, whatever. He was like a fighter. And he wants you to get that fighting energy back. Like, you know, he knows who you are. And he's like, I mean, she wouldn't let nothing slow her down or hold her back. Or, you know, she just had this, like, when she decided she was going to do something, she did it. You know what I mean? So, but you have an inner guidance system that, you know, and with ancestors and angels that is always available to you. Don't let this human stuff, you know, get you all confused and discombobulated and whatever, because they are there for you. Your inner guidance system is there for you. So take that step back and make sure to connect more. Ashe.
Ashe. All right, so let's get the one last ancestor message for the beautiful Miss Cotton Candy. And so I pick up on a male energy too, as spirit came in. I pick up on this male energy. Again, you know how she said he could be, you know, I don't know if he's older, younger. Spirit is not clarifying that part. But what they're saying is that he's almost coming in with this energy of like, it's the same thing that your aunt said. She keeps saying, like, they keep saying, what are you worried about? Unfounded fear. There's something inside that needs to be released. It says sometimes by accident, like you get into a good space and you start, you know, I'm meditating, I'm doing, but then you get knocked off of it. So don't do that. In this new season, really start, no matter how things look, keep your eyes focused on what you want, he says. He says, a part of me is it? Oh, I don't know. This might be a grandfather or some child. I don't know. I said it might not. I don't know, because he says a part of me is in you. I don't know if it's what she said. Something he keeps telling me. He's like beating on his chest. He says a part of me is in you. He said it's funny how he keeps saying it's funny how you can be the different one. He said you the different one. I don't know what he means by that. He said you the different one. You different. He said, remember to always be that way. Don't be blending in like everybody else. Be different. Hell, This energy funny, child. He says, listen, hold on, sir. Slow down for me because he going off about something. He says, people be lying and making it like it's one way and stuff. I don't know what he means by that, but he's saying, don't worry about all that nonsense. He says, you worry about you being you. You a damn, I don't know if you got kids because I heard him say you a damn good mother. So I don't know if it's you, but he says you a damn good mother. So I don't know if it's now or whatever, but this is what he's saying. He tells you that take time for you. Take time to focus on yourself, okay? Ashe?
Okay.
Woo! Ciao. All right, Ashe. So let's go ahead. Peace, King. What's up? Peace to the God. Brandon, 7 to God is in the building. We appreciate you. All right, y'all. Let me see any updates on the skip the lines. If not, we're gonna keep this thing moving like we do. If you guys would not like to wait, you can go ahead and send a cash app to Moon Butterfly 28 or let us know your other payment method. Let's see. I believe we are caught up on the skip the lines for right now. So,
okay. So I have Cleo. Then on the free list, I have Drew, Audra, Jasmine, and Soul Ray.
All right. So Ray, ask your question ahead of time so we can have it jotted down. Ashe, Miss Cotton Candy, you are so welcome. You have 3 kids. Listen, he on point. Ashe. All right. We got Miss Destiny coming through for an ancestor reading.
Oh, okay.
You're welcome, beautiful.
I can't see.
We appreciate. Okay, I'm on a comment, child. I'm trying to do it, child. I'm trying. Listen, we appreciate y'all for tapping in with us. Again, for those coming in, like, what happened to Water Goddess? Something unexpected happened, so she will not be with us tonight. But again, we appreciate y'all for tapping in. So again, anybody on the free reading list, if it's taking too long, any donation to skip the line. If not, we're going to keep this thing moving. All right.
If you miss Water Goddess a lot, I can say a couple things. These damn kids is getting on my nerves.
Okay, so tap her in, okay? Just like I be saying in my house. All right.
George is up too regarding our relationship. All right.
Okay, cool. All right, y'all. Hope all is well. All is well because it's going to be well because I speak that over each and every one of us. All is well if we make it well. Does it always look well? Nah. But we're going to speak that as well because we can speak that and make it happen, okay?
Amen. Ashe.
My name is Farrah. All right, Miss Farrah. So, a.k.a. Soul Ray. Ashe. All right. So, let's get into it. We are on
Cleo.
Miss Cleo, a.k.a. I forgot what she said. Brad, you don't be remembering, okay?
Oh, I not always. I just know Cleo.
All right, Miss Cleo. All right, so let's get into it. Ooh, look at this. Ooh, child.
Dang.
Who done came up in here giving a sage a little? Okay, Cleo, what you got going on, beautiful? That sage lit the fuck up, honey. Ashe.
All
right, thank you, Spirit. Oh, we appreciate y'all. We love the vibes. We love that y'all can come in here and feel safe. This is a healing space. Ain't no judgment. We don't judge, and we love everybody in this space. So we thank y'all for coming in and getting the healing from Spirit tonight. But Spirit's giving y'all the real. So don't, take the real and do something with it. All right, so let's get into it. Ashe, she said, I'm here.
With my mom's energy. Oh, yes, that's right.
Oh, that's right. You want to read your mom's energy to see if we've been butting heads because she's dealing with something. Okay, got you. Thank you for reminding us. Thank you, Spirit. Ashe. Okay, I heard you, Spirit. I heard you. Oh, we appreciate you too. We know it's needed, child. Oh, Ashe.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see. Thank you, Spirit. I heard you. Let's show me through the cards. Mom, what's up with Mom? What's Mom dealing with? What she got going on? Mom, what's going on with you, beautiful? Okay. There is definitely some heavy energy going on. I got the 10 of wind. Okay. And so it talks about the end of sadness, the end of depression. When I asked Spirit, as I was kind of shuffling the cards, I heard Spirit say that it's not even just about mom dealing with things she doesn't talk about. Mom does not know how to talk about the things she deals with. Can I say that and speak that? You understand that? No, let's say it again. It's about mom not knowing how to express herself. Let's just clarify it. Spirit is saying, look, I know you sometimes may not understand some of the energy, but you've been dealing with it for so long. Because mom can do that. She goes through periods where she can kind of be a lot, she's a lot of energy. Spirit says that, but she does not know how to express herself. She does not know how to really talk about some of the things that bother her. So it's not just about dealing, it's just about expressing herself. And so for you kind of went through this period of time where Spirit says you went through this period growing up. You've been through it. So it's like you always want to see what's wrong with her. No. Spirit says that's not for you to see. Sometimes you got to realize that even though, you're an adult and sometimes mom is not always right. It's not about disrespect. It's always kind of like stepping out the way and know you don't have to react. It says melodramatic. This cycle is about to stop. Spirit says the end of situations that bring sadness, and y'all going to get it together, but you got to realize it's about approach. Mom is not going to change. She's not. She's been how she's been for forever, but Spirit says who's going to change is you. And so an approach. It's not about arguing with her and trying to get her to understand your point of view because she may not. It's about speaking your truth and walking away. All right, mom, I'll talk to you later. Okay, mom, whatever that energy is. Spirit says the end of it is coming. So you cannot stop trying to fish through her mind. You grew up with the same mom for so long, and that poor baby don't know. And I call mom a baby because that's what Spirit is giving. The way I feel like hugging her, she don't know how to express her hurts and her pains and her frustrations like the way so it comes across like anger and this and that. But that's not for you to resolve, beautiful. Only thing you can do is walk away in a sense of forgiveness, not walking away from mom, but walking away from the drama. Sometimes there's no need to argue. You say what you say and you keep it moving. Ashe.
Ashe. Well, queen. So I'm definitely on page with Moon here. 33 communication. And Spirit just like they want you to fall in love with you so hard that you do learn to continue learning to protect your own energy, and that you have that discernment that when somebody's kind of acting a little different, and just the fact that you ask the question says that you're coming into a season where it's like you have the awareness to say, is something going on with her, because we're bumping heads. So they want to acknowledge that first off, that you're not taking that as like, there's necessarily like something you're doing or not doing or whatever. The other thing that Spirit wants to remind you of is your mom is kind of deficient when it comes to communication. She has not been really shown that she, how to express herself when, and she tends to, misdirect a lot of emotions and things, and have healing and all sorts of stuff to work on. But, again, Spirit wants to acknowledge the fact that if you're even asking the question, is something going on with her, then that is already showing that you're putting a little distance to just say, like, you didn't ask, like, did I do something? You're asking if something's going on with her, which means you're going in the right direction of protecting your own energy. And there are times where just because you're so-called younger in your human years doesn't mean you're necessarily younger. Just because you still have a journey and things to learn doesn't mean that you don't exceed her in certain strides that you make or certain things that you understand. So you're better at communicating. So, but when Spirit wants to just let you know that when these times come, focus on you, falling in love with you, and making sure that, you look at her as like, okay, there's some things that she has to work through that, sometimes I got to pull back. Sometimes I got to protect my own energy because, she can be prickly and she can have things going on and it has nothing to do with you. But you're the one that's closest to it. So that's you're gonna get some of the brunt of that. But it's okay to pull back. It's okay to protect your energy and keep learning and keep growing, because you will be an example to her at some point. The more that you protect your energy and keep healing and growing, she will start to look at you at some point and say, you know what, there are some things that I can take from my daughter and understand and be a little bit better. But definitely continue to do what you're doing, and just know, like, you can look at her as a hurt individual that gave birth to me. She was my vessel. And there's some things that I'm going to see that I'm just going to make sure that I don't do those things. And that is what it is. Ashe.
Ashe. All right. Yes, you do got this, boo. But let's get into your last card. And this is nothing but confirmation from the spirit. I got letting go. And so when you ask the specific question about like your mom, what does spirit say? Letting go. It's not for you to figure out. You understand that there's a hurt thing and hurt people, but sometimes you got to go with the flow. And this card talks about going with the ebb and flow of life. Like, you know what? There's some things that you got to release as well. But like Red said, you're headed in the right direction. And so you're going to go through these emotions, but remember, I said it earlier, this is releasing season. This is shadow work season. This is time to really do the work so you realize the healthy attachments and the unhealthy attachments. You understand what I'm saying? And so you're going to flow with things in your life and really go to a different space once you really do the work, okay? But let it go. Let it go. Ashe.
Ashe.
All right, so let's go ahead and get this thing updated for the Skip the Lines. Oceanie, I see you, beautiful. I see you had sent your donation in, so let's update Red real quick. We got
America. No, I got you.
Yeah, right. We got Sunny. We got Oceanie for her question is, what does Paul want to tell me? What does he want her to know? You are so welcome, beautiful. And again, if y'all watched the beginning of the video, I was telling y'all the message I got from Spirit when they woke me up and was telling me that, you know, this is the season to really do the shadow work for real. It's going to help all of us, child. All right. So,
okay. So we definitely on Destiny for Ancestral that I know of.
We on Destiny, then we got Sunny, and then we got Oceanie for what does Paul want her to know? What message does Paul have for her?
So I got Destiny, Sunny, then Oceanie for what Paul wants her to know. And Drew, Audra, Jasmine, Soul Ray, or AKA Farrah.
Okay. Y'all, I know the free list is getting long. So again, if you don't feel like waiting, any donation to skip the line. If not, y'all know how we do. No free readings after 11 p.m. But let's get this thing going. All right. So we're going to do an ancestor reading for Miss Destiny. Okay. Shay, thank you. Spirit. Oh, this is different. I'm trying to clarify because I'm already hearing somebody pop in for you. We know you here, daughter. Daughter. Where you at? Daughter?
She here.
I feel like I've been doing shadow work for months, but I love it here. Jazzy, shadow work is not just for months, child. That thing is for life. It is for life, honey. It just don't start once you start doing it for months, child. This thing is for life. It's constant. It's needed. So if you're doing it, that's great confirmation, but don't think that spirit is saying, okay, you just keep doing what you're doing. Okay. All right. So let's keep this thing going. Give me a moment, y'all. I had to get my saves together. Hold on. I'm about to burn up my new stuff, y'all. Hold on. Thank you, spirit. Oh, Destiny, this is a little new person for you, child. Let me make sure that they, okay, hold on, Ashe. Thank you, Spirit. Yep, thought so. All right. Okay, it has not, this never gonna let up. They be on our asses for life, but that's all for our higher good, though, for real. Yep. Okay. Oh, all kinds of chills is happening right now. Give me a second, y'all. Oh, thank you, Spirit. All right, Miss Destiny. So as I asked Spirit to bring forth who they have for you, they were bringing me a younger male energy for you. And I was funny because I'm like, oh, I ain't never seen you before, child. But yes, they're bringing me a younger male energy as I confirm it. Okay, where he at? Where he at? There you go. So when I listen real quick, I can say I keep hearing the word cousin. I don't know if he was a cousin or not, or a friend, but because sometimes they say cousin, and they I don't know. But he's a younger male energy. I almost feel like he passed away due to trauma, such as like being shot. I don't know if he was shot. I feel like I don't know. He's pointing to his chest area, but he's like, cuz. Why you feel like you can't do the fuck you want to do? He said you keep allowing yourself to tear yourself up. He says you hard as fuck on yourself. You hard as on. He moving and doing his hands. Like he said, you hard on yourself for real. Like he said, you hard on yourself. He said, you always been smart. You always been like this. I'm going to just say it the way I heal the energy is like dope. You always been stand out. Something about you's always be different, but you don't believe that about yourself. He said you cry silent tears that nobody don't know. They judge you and shit. He said, but you ain't got to answer to nobody. You don't owe them motherfuckers shit. He said phony ass family members. I don't, child, Destiny. This is somebody who knows some shit. So look at your cousin, child, because he keeps saying phony ass family members and shit acting like they straight. He said niggas be flipping sides and shit. He said, but fuck all of that. He says that within a 2-year period, he keeps saying you're going to make that move you've been talking about. So I don't know if you was talking about moving to a different state or a different place, but he said within a 2-year period. So it could happen right away or it can happen. It's going to be within 2 years max. You're going to get that. You're going to make that move you've been talking about. He said certain people got to be left behind. He said, fuck it. Sometimes you got to get out that motherfucking area. He said, I been should have left home. I should have left them niggas. I don't know what home he's talking about, child, but he kept saying, child, boy. Okay, so let's get into it. And this is confirmation. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Because it's hard. Okay, that's confirmation. Thank you. Thank you, beautiful. I got the Prince of Wind. He's saying, like, look at things carefully. Like, make sure you studying things the way they need to be studied. Like, if you sign the paperwork or you sign anything like that, looking over all things carefully in this season. Don't miss a beat. Don't halfway like sign up for no job and commit to something and you didn't read the details. He's saying something's going to be very important for you to pay attention to paperwork and details. It could be something to come happening now or not, but remember that, write it down, pay attention to the details when it comes down to paperwork and signing shit. Ashe. He's very clear about that. Thank you, sir.
I have a male energy that feels more like a father, and saying hold us in your heart, not in your home. It's okay to declutter. So, he's saying you kind of coming back with this, new energy, new perspective. You've been getting your messages. You've been doing things, trying to be better or whatever. He's proud of you. There's some things that you just, I don't know if you like to keep it. I don't know if it's from the kid or from ones that's passed or whatever, but you can minimize some of that. But it's also, besides physical clutter, sometimes we have like this internal clutter and things that we're holding on to. And he's saying, the way that you're hard on yourself is just it's unforgiving, and it's not allowing you to elevate the way that you need to. Like, you're a hard worker. Nobody can take that away from you. If something needs to be done, if you need to make soup and all you got is a ketchup packet and water, you're going to make some good soup. So you do what you need to do. But as far as, you get it honest, but just this hardness that you have on yourself, this unrelenting way, unforgiving way with you, you got to let that go. It's not going to push you into your greatness. It's not going to, and he's saying he understands. He's saying you got that honest when sometimes you got taught that, like, you had to be on it and there wasn't a whole lot of wiggle room. But he wants you to give yourself that wiggle room because it's going to allow you to grow. It's going to allow you to feel like I can make mistakes. I don't have to, be chained to my past. I can just be, because you just being is just enough. Like, he smiles so big just in the fact that you just exist, just the fact that you are living your life and that you have chances to make mistakes in the future and thrive and do everything. Like, you're still here to do that. And he's like, sometimes you be feeling like, I can't do this. I'm already at a certain age, whatever. Get rid of all that. He wants you to treat yourself like you're brand spanking new. You're brand spanking new, and you have every opportunity and any goal set before you that you want to do, you can do. But I mean, it's just like, I don't know. He even make me proud of you. And I don't really know you like that, but it's just like, because he's like, he just wants you to see yourself through his eyes. Beautiful, capable, hardworking, learn anything that you got to learn, figure out a way no matter what, and he just wants you to just be kind to yourself always, because that kindness is going to give you a different kind of like experience with yourself. And it's going to allow you to like feel like, you know what? I don't have to like worry so much about taking chances, because I'm not so strict with, if I so-called fail, then I'm just like extra hard on myself. It's like you ready for yourself to fail, or you know what I mean? So, but he's like, if you were more like, he gets it, but just like, don't be like that one that was just real hard on you. Like, give yourself that space to just be like, if I go ahead and do something, so what? Whatever the outcome is, I did it. And that's how he wants to look at it. Because if you keep putting yourself in this little, with no wiggle room, it's like it just automatically makes you not want to try certain things on your own, because you're worried about what somebody else is going to say. That person's going to say something regardless, whether you're doing well or not. Is he right? So he's saying, don't worry about that person and do what you need to do, and worry about being an example and showing that, you know what, when fear comes through, what do? We face it. We go through it. We push through it. We do what we got to do. So, and just like anything else, another reminder is he's here for you. He's proud of you. If there's something that is too much that you can't handle, he's saying give it to him. And what that looks like is doing what you can, and the rest of the thing that you can do. And when you're too tired or you're too weary, or you feel like, you know what, Daddy, whoever, I need you to just take this because it's too much for me. I can't handle it right now, or I need your advice or whatever. Still here for you. Ashe.
Ashe. All right, Destiny. So we tap back in for me to see what ancestors show up. And it's funny because your dad's here. He said, I'm here. But you know what's so funny? I got to say this because as I was meditating, I heard him kept saying it this way. He said, Destiny, sometimes the black sheep of the family, and the way he said it to me, he said, what y'all young people say? Sometimes the black sheep of the family could be that, he said, the goat. What's that, the goat? He said, sometimes the black sheep of the family can be the goat. He said, I heard with the young people, I heard how y'all say it. He said, Destiny, he said, listen, you are you, and you gonna always be you. He said, daddy's girl. And he getting choked up. He said, I watched you go through different things in your life. He said, I watched you. He said, but there's nothing that you cannot put your mind to and do it. He said, you done raised that girl. You raised her. He said, but why you not raising yourself? Why you not focus on yourself? He said, you raised her. He said, no, I ain't say that. I said, excuse me. He said, you had her. He said, you had her when you ain't even know yourself, but you look where you at now. Look at her. He said, I watch my grandbaby each and every day. I watch over her each and every day. He said her life and what she's doing and things she's doing. She said, you got to stop putting so much energy there and realize it's time for you to worry about yourself. You raised her and that girl's doing good, he said. The king of water. King of water. Look at daddy. When he comes in, he says, and don't be mad at me, Destiny, because this is the way he giving it to me, child. This is how he's saying this. I'm going to repeat it because I ain't going to disrespect the spirits. Okay. He says, Destiny, you need a man and I'm going to send you one. He says, you need to know what real love feels like because you haven't felt real love since I left. It's almost like since I left, you can't love a man right. He said, but he going to change it. This card honestly talks about someone you can trust coming in. It says almost like a situation that's safe and comfortable, something that you are not going to be used to. Like this person is going to come into your life. He keeps giving me, I don't know what they mean. I don't know why the month of March is significant, but something about March. I don't know if this is where you're going to meet this person or you may be in I don't know, but write down March. But he keeps saying that there's going to be like this man he going to send to you. And he says, make sure you pay attention because he said, Destiny, he said, he laughing. He said, you know that song, Man Eater? He said, that's my daughter, child. Like he giving me that energy. Like you don't tear his ass up because you ain't going to be ready for this energy. You're not. But he said, Destiny, I promise you, you're going to be happy. You're going to get everything you deserve. He said, don't care. He don't care what mistakes you made. He don't care what things you've done. He don't care about that. He says, you are going to get what you deserve. Okay, so just know this love energy is coming into your life. Okay, so something that you can trust, someone you can trust, something that's comfortable, something that's different for you. Okay. Oh, Ashe. Oh, okay. Ashe. She said, Lord knows I want one more. He said he's sending you one child. Okay. Ashe. So let's keep this thing moving as we do. Let's see if we are caught up yet on the skip the lines. All right. So we have next. So we got after Oceany, we got Drew. Drew said he's impatient, child. He don't feel like waiting. We got
Drew sent something.
He just sent something just now. He said he don't, he's off the free reading, so he's gonna skip the line.
Because I had Sunny then Oceany.
No, it's Oceany next and then Drew.
Is Sunny before Oceany?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sunny, Oceany, then it's gonna be Drew. Then LaWanda.
Okay.
And then it's gonna be Miss Jill for ancestor reading. Hey, peace, Jilly Bean. You welcome, sis. We love you so much.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So let's get into this thing. So we got
Sunny.
All right, daughter, you up next. You up next, daughter. All right, so let's clear the energy out. Thank you guys so much. If you just came in the building, make sure you're hitting the like, subscribe button on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, make sure you hit the like, the heart button, and leave a comment of some sort so we can make sure that we are in the rotation to get this healing to the world, okay? There's all kinds of healers. Some of us just need to focus on what's going on. What do we need to change? And so when you come here, you're going to get the healing you're looking for, but do the work, all right?
Yeah, sure.
Y'all can take me off the list. My question was answered, Jazzy. Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right, Jazzy. Jazzy be getting she pick up the energy when she see other readers. She like, you know what? They talking to me too. Okay.
Yeah, right. Smart.
She said about to be higher than the moon, but we in tune. daughter. That's your father, child. You your father all the way. You are your father all the way, child.
But I ain't mine all the way.
Okay. You said you not yours. Okay. So mote it be. All right. All right, daughter. Let's get into it. Lighten minds up. Okay. Yes, you are. Okay. She's silly as hell. She got a rhyme for everything, child.
Yeah. She's spitting.
Thank you, Ashe.
Yes. Saw the sunny earlier today.
See, we feeling them, okay?
Tyrone. I think he's laughing at my comment.
Shay. All right, thank you, daughter. For you, I got the two of earth. The two of earth. And then you see this person is they're juggling. This talks about the need to bring balance into your life. So spirit's kind of saying like you could be juggling multiple projects or certain things. They're just saying whether you're juggling trying to figure certain things out with your personal life too, and then trying to figure out things with work. You got a lot going on. Whatever this shit is, spirit says you have a lot going on. They also say your money is going to be very important in the season. So make sure when you get money in, you're balancing your budget. This card talks all about your money and your budget too. So spirit wants you to like, you know, I don't know how you spending or not spending or whatever this is, but you need to tighten up and be more disciplined, they say, with your money. You know what? It's so funny because Spirit says, look, we've been telling you about all the different things you have coming your way, and that's good, but they want you to be able to balance it because they said, Spirit says sometimes you can get moody, and when things you got too much on your plate, you might be ready to snap at people, child. Spirit saying, no, in this season, you're going to be able to balance things and juggle things, but you need to make sure that money and that you focusing on how they just keep showing me like money in, money out. So watch how you spending your money and focus on your budget, queen. Make sure, daughter, that you are not spending money recklessly or not just paying attention to, because they say you have the potential to make a lot of money, but sometimes it's more about discipline and learning about like, okay, maybe spending on this or make sure I do it certain things in moderation. Whatever this is, listen to Spirit, child. Ashe.
Ashe. For you, Queen, I have prosperity lies ahead. And so Spirit's giving me is, you know, keep doing what you're doing. Just make sure that you're in the right vibration for when money starts coming to you in excess. So, you know, make sure that, again, you don't want to have this feast or famine relationship with money, that when you get some more money that you maybe weren't expecting, that it's like you spent it very quickly because like, oh, it makes me feel good and all the different things that go into that. And then when I don't have it, then I kind of feel a little bit lower, like, oh, okay, I'm waiting to have it. Just try to keep a steady relationship with the money, but prosperity is coming. Do keep doing the things that you're doing. In addition, I guess you have little ones. Just make sure, I guess the energy that they're giving me is, you know, you say the right things, you speak the right things, and just make sure that you always are aware of the fact that they're vibrational beings. So when you're feeling like a little bit like maybe off center or whatever, that's how they can feel as well, just based on watching you or whatever. So like, just make sure you're still doing, you know, your healing work, you're getting in a good place, and that you're just understanding that when you have kids or a kid or whatever this looks like, that like, what? You know, no. Oh, you have kids, they're a reflection of you. You are the source always. So just make sure that, you know, you stay doing the healing work. You say that, like, you know, making sure that they have that vibration where, you know, if mom feels good through and through and she's authentic and she feels like, you know, I really belong here, I have a space, I love every part of me, they're gonna love every part of them. So, you know, just make sure that you know, because I don't know if it's, you know, which kid or whatever, but one is definitely very, very much in tune with how you feel. And without you saying a word, like if, maybe sometimes you try to disguise, like if you're not feeling that great or whatever, and try to do some protection. But you have to, you know, make sure that you're actually doing the work consistently, because this kid can pick up on it. Like they ain't no disguising nothing with them. They're kind of like in your in your space. If they could, they'd be all up in your armpit kind of thing. Like, so just make sure that every bit of healing that you do for you, just know that that's also for your kids. Ashe.
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 All right.
Hello.
All right, thank you, Zora. All right, let's do the last card for you. I got the 5 of fire, the 5 of fire. So this card is speaking about conflicts caused with others. What they want you to focus on is your temper. Your temper, you have not mastered that thing just yet. Spirit says that you get triggered a lot, or you can get triggered by sometimes people saying things. So they say opposing opinions and people and they shit, walk away from it in this season, okay? If it's worth your time, stand up for yourself, but don't do it with the energy of anger or say what you say and keep it moving. Spirit says that you could be hot-headed, daughter. I ain't gonna lie, child. They say you hot-headed, you got to get into it, child, okay? So just know that keep yourself grounded and allow yourself to know what it is, okay? If it's not worth your time, it's not worth your time. Shut. Okay. Water God, child. You did not pop up in the building, child.
No, right? All up in the middle. All up in the middle. You want your list back? You want your list back?
No, hell no. You got it.
How you know I was doing it?
Because I know she won't about to do it.
Ooh.
Who, me? Who's she? Wait a minute. Hold on. Did you pop on talking shit? How you know? Because I was running the list the whole
time. I sounded like Grandpa for a second when I said,
I was running the list. Don't listen to her, child. She know I was running the list the whole night. She know that was a lie because she know I cannot do two. Okay, I cannot do but two things at once, child.
Whatever. I know you weren't running that damn list because your ass always be forgetting everything.
Because I can't be hosting and listing and
so I knew somebody else had to be running the list. Okay,
child. Bye.
We had Destiny doing it and Tyrone.
They was helping out. All right, y'all. Let's see.
Oh, it should be Oceany. And she wants to know what Paul what do you want? What does he want?
What does he want to tell her? Yeah. Destiny, bye. All right.
So who is it? Oceany?
Yes. She wants to know, what does Paul want to tell her? What does he want her to know?
Okay.
I feel like this order's off now that Water Goddess came in here.
The order's off?
I'm here to fuck it up.
What you say?
I said I'm here to fuck it up.
All I know is before you got here, my kids was getting on my nerves.
Your kids? No, they was.
Yeah.
Water, go change that battery real quick. What they talking about your fire? They talking about your smoke detector was going on.
This ain't my house, and that's not my battery to change. It's gonna stay beeping.
Well, they better change it because you're paying.
Okay.
Somebody got a bellhop. Somebody better come in there with a battery.
All right, so let's update. We got Jilly Bean Ancestor Jermaine for Ancestor reading as well.
You said Billie Jean?
No, Jilly Bean. Jill. And then we got Jermaine.
So I think I had Jilly Bean down as Miss Jill. Yes. For the Ancestor. And then Jermaine is just general.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Spirit. Ashe. So Oceany, what does Paul want her to know? What does Paul want you to know, child?
Damn.
Ooh. Child, the cards is getting. Oh, look, my light done dropped. Oh, hell no, Oceany. Oh, no. What does Paul want you to know? And then my light dropped this shit. Hold on.
He's pregnant.
I don't know what Paul wants you to know. Ooh, child. Hold on. Okay, cool. There we go. What else you need to know, I say. Oh, this card came right back out, child. Okay, shuffling and all, but it came right back out. All right, thank you, Miss Oceany. So you want to know what Paul wants you to know? I got the same card I got from my daughter, the Five of Fire. After shuffling, it talks about walking away from drama and people who don't serve you for you. It just says like standing up for yourself. Like you have this energy where sometimes you allow people to kind of dictate things or make you feel some kind of way. Do they like me? Or stop doing that. Spirit says stand up for yourself in this season. Some people don't serve you. And so when you want to know what Paul wants you to know or whatever with Paul, like if it's Paul they're talking about, I don't know. But they're saying walk away from people and things who no longer serve you. This card for you is just walking away from drama. Like for some reason, Spirit says drama has been following you in certain ways, but you don't see it. You're not listening. So whether, Paul, whatever, they want you to know that it's time to walk away from things and people who no longer serve you. Ashe.
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 Oh, that me. Well, once I saw you, I'm thinking it's you.
Oh.
I'm like, moving for water, Giannis.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I have 44 environment for you, Queen. And again, Spirit's just kind of like they really want you to put the focus on you. Like, I don't know. I mean, it's just Spirit's kind of just trying to say to you, like, if you're even wondering, like, what somebody has to say, what they want you to know, that gives them a lot of the control, and that puts a lot of stuff in their court, and then you kind of like waiting to respond or to react to what they got to say. It's like, make sure that your environment is good. Make sure that you're surrounding yourself with that, like, people that are where you want to be. It's not about, maybe some of these things that, attractiveness is what it is. Familiarity is what it is, but they really wanted you to break out of this familiarity and start changing your environment up. Even get an idea that they're trying to make some people fall off to try to push you to the next level where they want you to go. You're going to be very unfamiliar with some of the places and spaces that they want you to go, but it's time to do that. Like, and they want you to take your power back and like not allow other people or to be able to dictate to you, like, okay, well, how I'm going to move or where my happiness lies or whatever. Like, start deciding that for yourself, and to the point of where, like, you just get so busy doing stuff for yourself and getting to know yourself that it's like, okay, if this person comes along or they got something to say, whatever, but I'm not really like worried about what it is that they're trying to tell me or that they're trying to do or whatever, because I'm so focused on me and doing me. But slow down that momentum of just basically in general allowing outside sources to kind of like, just have so much of a part in your life as far as your happiness is concerned. Like, Spirit really wants you to just get on you taking a step back and just being like, you know what, I got to change up my environment because this is producing the same types of things over and over again. And, I just want you want something different. So it's time to start doing something different. Ashe.
Ashe.
Ashe. For you, I got strength, my love, strength. Is he a good guy? Possibly. Is he the right guy for you? Unfortunately, I don't believe so. Spirit is calling you to find your inner strength to really kind of overcome the challenges that you're facing, and kind of see things from a clearer, higher version of yourself. So if you pull from that inner strength that's inside of you and you pull from it, you're gonna reach your higher self. And when you reach your higher self, she's gonna tell you like it is, like, look, honey, we got something better coming for us. Cause I do feel like there's a lot of love energy that's trying to get in. But first you gotta kind of get to a point of forgiveness. And it's gonna be a more of a forgiveness of self than anything else. But once you get to that point of forgiveness and you kind of elevate past this dude in this moment, you're gonna see that it's time to really embrace how wonderful you are and how beautiful you are and what you deserve and where your worth lies. And once you start embracing that, that love energy gonna come all the way up in there and sweep you up off your feet, girl. But you gotta heal first, okay? Ashe.
Ashe.
Sure.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I'm coming.
And just one little thing to you, because I keep getting a little pressure to say something extra to you, is that when you really start to see yourself for all of what you bring to the table, you're no longer going to be like, it's going to be your table, and you're going to decide like, okay, I don't know, you're just going to be more in charge and more in control. It's not going to be like, okay, well, let me see this person, or I like them, or whatever that case is. It doesn't even have to be like a romantic thing. Like, I'm not going for their table and what they have to offer or whatever. I already got my table, and I got everything that I need and everything that I want here. So now I'm going to start deciding who sits here and who doesn't. Period. Because Spirit's giving me a very strong energy about you. Like, you can command what you want. And that as soon as you start to see yourself like real life, real talk, like authentically, you'll be like, why have I been like even entertaining? Why have I even been letting some people try to sit at my table? Like, nothing against them, but that's not where I'm trying to go. That's not who I'm trying to be with. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm going to be so good at my own table right now and have everything that I need that I decide when somebody comes here and sits here. And I may let you sit here for 30 minutes, may let you sit here for 30 days, may let you sit here for 30 years, but that's all up to me.
Ashe.
Hey, Lola.
All right, y'all. Y'all want to keep the same order? Y'all want me to switch up the order? Let me know, goddesses.
I mean, I'm down with switching up the order. So that's what
okay, hold on. All right, y'all. What's up, Lola?
So I would have Drew, LaWanda, Miss Jill for an ancestor, Jermaine, then Audra, then Farrah.
Okay, cool. Hey, Ted, where you been at, child?
Hey.
All right. So you said who was next? Who's up next?
Drew.
Did he have a specific question? Oh yeah, he did.
What was it?
Oh Lord, child. He said something about, was he dating somebody? He wants to know.
A situationship, if he should leave it alone. That's him?
Right. Yeah, that was him.
Oh. I didn't even write that down at all.
Okay.
Can't wait till water colors come back.
Okay. She said she been on some roller skates, child. I understand it. That's me, child. I understand it, honey.
I wouldn't mind getting on some skates again.
Not them kind of skates, child.
I mean, what? Roller skates?
Not the literal roller skates, but on roller skates. All over the place.
Oh.
I don't want to be on no literal roller skates neither.
No, not me. Ooh, child, because when I was on the literal roller skates, child, I was a mess. Okay, I ain't got no coordination.
I did good.
Oh, did you?
Hmm. Although the guy in the wheelchair was lapping me, but I still did good.
You want to read it, Fee? But hey, sissy, your eyes are set up. You tired tonight? Okay, you know how to catch it. You know Thursdays we here, so y'all know Mondays, Thursdays we are here. All right, y'all.
He was. I was a little jealous.
Water Goddess, why can't I find your YouTube channel? I told her the same thing.
I saw it.
I told you to look in your settings because I put like when you put your name in, it still should pop up. It's not popping up.
Oh.
It pops up for some people. I got 24 followers.
No, it will pop up, but you've also shared it. So you got to realize people just going through a general search. I told you I had to go through the same thing with mine. So yeah.
The Water Goddess?
Yes, because I told you, sis, I was on the phone with you when I did the same shit, and I told you, I was like, it's not popping up through the search. So when it happened for me, I had to go through my settings. All right. So let's get into it real quick.
It says it's public. I don't know.
But you know what? The more videos you put up, that could be it too. The more easier you'll be in the search. I don't know. But all right, cool. So Drew, this situationship, let's get into it. Oh yeah. She said it's public, but you know, YouTube be funny with certain things. You gotta look at certain things on your YouTube. I know. I've been playing around with this shit for a minute. So yeah. All right. So anyway, Drew, let's see what Spirit has to say about this. Ooh, wait a minute. The card dropped out. Hold on. It dropped. No, hold on. It dropped out. So I can't even, I can't resist it. Oh, yeah, Drew, no. I got the 8 of fire. The 8 of fire. They say too much stress going on with this situation. Spirit keeps saying that these attachments or some certain things that, like, no. I'm just going to say no. I ain't even going to try to, like, dress it up, or Spirit is saying no. They're also saying that you need to go within yourself because it's like you're being so vulnerable to this person. Like, you are, but they're giving you, they're giving themselves half of you. Like, they're half-assing you. Spirit says no, no, no. Like, this card also shows me somebody who may, tell you one thing, but they're doing another. So Spirit is telling you that you need to go within inside yourself and realize that there is some things that need to be like, you need to pay attention to what the fuck is going on. You giving, but you receiving half-ass shit. Spirit says no, 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 no. They also show me, I don't understand, help me understand, but this person is also attached, to somebody else. And so where you think that they're giving you your heart, they're showing you, they're not really showing you everything that you need to see. And just like they doing this to this person, you will be done the same way. You will be done the same way. This card talks about chaos, messy shit. Like, stop for a moment. Now, can energy change? But in this season, they're telling you to step back because if this person is for you, you will see. They say, stop forcing the shit. Let it go. And then you're going to see if they're for you or not. Ashe.
Ashe.
Ooh, child, Spirit, let that card fall out the deck, honey. Ooh, child.
I got the 8 of winter for you, sir, the 8 of winter. And this card is talking about that you're kind of staying in this situationship because you lack the confidence to kind of move forward and know that you are a God and know that you deserve better and know that you can get better. You lack a lot of self-confidence, and something about this situation you hold on to it because you don't have to have as much self-confidence with this person as you would to actually branch away from the situation. But you got to believe in yourself, because the fact that you don't believe in yourself and that you don't all the way 100% believe that you're a God is the reason why you attract females and or, whoever that decide they're going to leech off of you, decide they're going to half-ass love you, decide they're going to only give you bits and pieces of themselves because you don't have all the confidence you need to step up and be like, oh, no, 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 no. I am a whole God. You're going to give me what the fuck I deserve. But you don't have it. So you got to go within yourself, kind of find that, and stop thinking that you're powerless. Stop thinking that you don't have it. Stop thinking that you, whatever, unattractive or this or that. man, whatever it is, you can change it. If you think that you need to go, you're not buff enough, go work out. If you think that you're not sexy enough, my nigga, they have lipo for men too. They have all kinds of shit happening. So, get yourself to a space where you're loving you, and that shit will radiate out your pores onto the right love energy for you, okay? Ashe?
Ashe.
Okay. For you, King, I got 37 timeout. And what Spirit is giving me is a lot of what Water Goddess just said. It's like, you have to ask yourself, instead of making us, just even the name situationship is something that you wouldn't want to go to, your auntie, your grandma, your whoever, and say, be proud and be like, I'm in a situationship. I want you to meet my situationship person. So you already there's a part of you that already kind of knows, like, that this is not what you deserve. Now the question is, what Spirit is trying to get you to do is see where this stuff comes from. Heal that energy, because it's like what Spirit's giving me is, why is he okay with just getting a piece of somebody? Why does he not feel like he deserves the whole?
Right.
So you have to really like sit and honestly, you already know. You already know that you've been shown some things. You already know that you feel a certain way. You're participating in something that, and honestly, if you keep sticking with this situationship, it's going to get to a point where it's going to come to a head, where that's not going to work for you, and there's going to be some words and some bad feelings and this and that. Avoid that. And just decide that, I am not somebody's, like, if you want me, then you want me, and you want me all the way. And that's going to give you a different type of love energy. It's going to make you feel good, but it's going to make you feel good not because of what somebody else is doing, but because you're setting a standard and you're sticking to it. Do not lower your standards for nobody that can't, decide or make you a priority. You deserve it. And as soon as you realize you deserve it, ain't going to be no more entanglement situationships, unless that's just plain old what you want. But it's not what you want because you're asking the question. So listen to your inner guidance system, and the fact that if you're asking, then that means it's not enough, so it needs to go. And you're worth it. And whatever you demand or command in the next relationship, guess what? The right person will adhere to what you want. Ashe.
Let that shit go. They got you fucked up. I'm just gonna say it like that. They got you fucked up. Okay, Drew. They got you fucked up for real.
Getting the milk for free is what they call it. Getting the milk and not buying the cow.
Okay, they got you. They don't know how
calling you a cow by any means.
Okay, they say, "Hey, Water.
Hey, love."
She in here disturbed, irritated, and shit. She had a night, child.
Yo, it's been a night.
She had a night, but she stepped in the building. Okay, all right, y'all. So let's keep this thing moving like we do. Make sure y'all coming in, hitting the like, subscribe button. If y'all in YouTube, make sure on Facebook y'all hitting the like, heart button, and make sure y'all leaving some sort of a comment so they can go ahead and push this thing forward. Okay, motherfucking Ashe. Okay, you can't get no more real than that. All right, let me make sure we're caught up real quick. Let's see.
My bad. That's me. Lawanda, Miss Jill for Ancestor, Jermaine, Audra, and Farrah.
All right, cool. All right, y'all. So Miss Lawanda for her general reading. Let's get into it. Okay, that shows you are royal with a capital T.
Yes, indeed.
Because royal don't have no T in it, but Red Tiger spoke. Okay.
It's got a T. Royalty, I meant.
Oh.
Did I not do it right?
No, you said royal.
Yeah, royal with a capital T is royalty.
Okay, but I get it. Hold on.
Royal with a capital
royal T. Oh, okay. I got you. Okay. I ain't understand that shit, child. I didn't.
Because I just want to make sure everybody know if you guys are asking the questions, especially the questions that you don't really always want the answer to, or
Okay.
that is vulnerable questions, that means you stepping up. You doing your healing. You trying to get the real answer.
You like, damn, I don't want to hear the truth, but damn, hold on, let me hear that shit. Like,
Right,
yeah,
right.
they got you fucked up. Now, the truth is, they had you fucked up, and you better realize who the fuck you are. That's the truth. Okay. Somebody said I had to read it again too. Okay.
Jazzy.
I told you I didn't understand that shit. I was like, wait a minute, Royal with a T. I said that Royal ain't got no motherfucking T in it. What are you talking? See,
It's a silent T. It's a silent T.
See, I'm glad I asked because people be being fake. Like, yeah, girl, you did that. I didn't understand.
It's got a silent T in the middle.
No, I didn't understand that shit.
Who are we doing, Lawanda?
Lawanda with a general.
We got a Lawanda with a general, Miss Jilly Bean with an ancestor.
I'm like, you don't mean R? They like, they thought you meant like royal with a capital R. This fool said royalty, child. You better pay attention to how you meant this. Lawanda, let's get into it. Shay, Blue Virgo, child. They crazy. They crazy, honey. They crazy. See, Water stepped into the bullshit and she don't know, like they crazy.
She's like, I wasn't on the level for this bull.
For the bullshit that they on, okay?
I hope you understood, Drew. Drew royalty with a capital T.
Drew understood. He said, bitch. If that ain't clear, I don't know what the fuck that is, okay? She said, crazy. I have a pic that I looked at today with Royal Lee on it. Okay. All right. Destiny bye. Because, Destiny be encouraging the bullshit. You know how she goes. All right. Lawanda, thank you. Sure. I say he did. Yes, he did. Okay. Listen.
Keep coming for me.
Okay. All right, Spirit. Thank you. All right, Lawanda. For you, I got the Emperor. And so this card kind of speaks about taking charge of a situation in your life. Spirit says, you are a natural born leader. But sometimes I feel like you know how to lead, but you don't. Like you kind of allow things to kind of get you off track or off course. But Spirit is saying, take charge of a situation. You are going to be catapulted into a new season. But Spirit says that you got to realize, let me take ownership. Let me whatever. I don't know what the fuck they talking about, but it's something about like a situation that you need to take charge of. Don't let nobody run your shit. Don't let nobody run around you or run or thinking they run shit. Whatever this is, they say you are the boss. And the boss doesn't mean about being arrogant or nothing. It just means that I'm stepping into a new season in my life where I'm taking control of shit. Nobody's going to run my life. Nobody's going to run me into the ground, allow me to deal with shit I don't need to deal with. They also talk about you accepting a leadership role. So this could mean with your career or you starting a business, but it's saying that, look, you are meant to be in a leadership role. So if you're doing something that's not being a leader, that's not for you. If you work in a job and you're not in like a leader or a management or a head position, that is not for you. And if you are in that kind of position and it's kind of like you've been in it for a while, you're stagnant, that is not for you. Spirit is telling you this is the season for you to elevate into a whole new space. So the Emperor is giving you great energy and telling you like, listen, this is your fucking season. Don't play around. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Do it now. Ashe.
I got for you awakening, my love. Awakening. So just like Moon was just saying, it is your season for change. It is your season to get up and go get it. It is your season. It is your season. It is your season. Change the way you're looking at the situation. The situation itself is not going to change, but the way you look at it, the way you respond to it can change. So change the way you're looking at the situation. Okay, this job ain't hitting. Okay, this relationship's not hitting. Okay, this is not going the way I thought it was going to go. well, instead of me continuing to do it and griping over it, or, you know, just, I'm gonna just go ahead and get by. I'm gonna just be quiet one more year, then I'm gonna get this raise. And then, no, leave the job, leave the relationship, leave the fucking family if that's what it is. Do what you need to do for your own peace. Your peace is so important. You can't get that shit back once it's gone. It's hard as fuck to get back. Okay, you gotta get it. You gotta get it where you live. All right. Also, there's a temporary pause in actions around you right now. If you was planning on doing something, stop and think about it. Um, is this gonna help you elevate for your higher self? Is this gonna be good for your higher self? If it's not gonna be good for your higher self, then do not do it. Okay. You're in a new season. It's an awakening. Embrace the change. Let the door close and watch the next one open. Ashe.
Ashe.
Okay. Okay, Queen. I got for you 3, creativity. And it's kind of a common theme, but I just wanted you to take it seriously. Like, Spirit's like, they need you in that creative space, because that creative space is going to distract you from the times where you're like, I don't know if I can really do something. There's just too much on me. I'm overwhelmed and all this other stuff. Like, when you're feeling those low vibrational things, it's really time to like look at stuff that you can do creatively. Um and especially anything that maybe you don't even do anymore. Maybe it's something that you used to do when you were young or whatever, but just put yourself in that mindset. If there's a kid around you, you have kids, whatever, get on their level. I mean, you can't, it might hurt your back, but if you get on a kid's level, I promise you, you're not going to be, you do free play with them or whatever. Like, they're in charge, they make up the game. You just playing, you just do your part. That in itself would be 30 minutes to an hour of you not stressing about whatever you were supposed to be stressing about, or worrying about something in the future. It allows you to be present, and that's what Spirit wants you to do. Be present. Like, yes, manifest what you want in the future. Enjoy the present moments. Enjoy, anytime that there's especially somebody younger, a kid, a baby, you kind of, they got it right. They got that new car smell. They ain't been here very long. They're in much better connection with their soul and their source than any adult that you probably would ever meet. What are we doing today? What are we playing? Painting, whatever. Just anything to kind of put your human side, hang it up when stuff is not looking right or whatever, and just work with juvenile. Okay. So thank you for that. So now you just, okay, so what they're saying is, one, that's a very spiritual thing that you're doing with these juveniles. Just the fact that you're in that arena is a huge deal. And so because you are their source, oftentimes, do some stuff with them. Whether it's writing poetry, I don't know if you already do. I don't know if that's confirmation. Whether it's writing period, doing artwork, whatever. But it's gonna help you and it's gonna help them, because it's just hanging up that human side, hanging up the trauma, for a little bit, and just really connecting with that soul and just saying like, okay, we're just gonna be in our flow. And that's when we can feel our ancestors, and that's when we can feel our source helping us to do whatever. But that's also when we're not stressing and we get to just like exhale and do whatever. But very important work what you do, and very much appreciated. And I feel like Spirit's telling me, you give as much as also that you get. I don't think you realize how much you give them. I feel like you feel like you're the lucky one, or the one that's really like benefiting from that. But just put yourself in as much of a positive vibe as you possibly can, because when you show them that you can take any bad day and kind of get back in your balance and get back into your automatic process and be positive, it shows them a lot, because their environment is not really it's not the best. And so you're really, showing them like, hey, this is what you do. This is how you protect your energy. But all of that stuff that you can learn on your own, you're going to pass on to them. And you are changing the world, Queen. So keep doing what you're doing and keep that creative flow going. And ask them for different ideas of different creativity things that they want to do. The classical music, painting the rap music, painting the metal music, just all different sorts of things. Ashe.
Shay. All right, let's keep this thing moving and grooving. So, Queen, you understand, you competent, so you understand what Spirit is telling you to do. So, work on your assignment, okay? All right, y'all, let's keep this thing moving. Are we on Jelly Bean?
Yes, we are for ancestor reading.
All right, I thought so because I heard Spirit coming through. All right. So as I begin to meditate a little bit, I kind of feel the energy already in here. This is a fiery energy. Energy is like, he's a piece of work. Okay. I got for you, Jilly, I got the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles. So he's very specific. So he tells me I'm her husband. He's like, do you hear me? He says, I did some fucked up ass shit to you. He's like, he telling me, he like, I ain't even gonna lie, like to make it like I was just this honorable dude and this good dude. He says, I was not always a good dude. He says, I was, I don't want to get into it on this live, but he keeps saying that he was not always a good dude to you. But he wants you to acknowledge what you're doing with his daughter. And he says that he's trying to make sure that everything goes good for y'all. He's watching her. He says he's a guardian angel over her. He's like, I don't give a fuck what they talk about. She looked just like me. He said she looked just like me. You hear me? I'm talking about, like, he's swinging it. I don't know what the fuck is up with his head, if he got braids or dreads, but he's swinging that shit like motherfuckers don't know who he was for sure. He says, man, I dealt with a lot of fucking hurt. He was like, man, I was a fucked up ass individual. He said, motherfuckers don't know really the true story. He says, but no excuses. He says, he gonna make sure that you go into a different space in your life. He says, my daughter, my life. He's drawing me to the renewal card for you. And when I study the energy, it says reviewing the past with compassion and forgiveness. He says, I don't expect for you to forgive me all the way, but he says, forgive that shit and move on. He says, you've done that shit. He says, but really forgive it. Because he said, he has not done you correctly. He has not done you correctly. He said, I was supposed to be your husband, but I was on bullshit. So anyway, he wants you to know that you're heading in a new direction. He says, you don't got to worry about who's for you, what family is checking on her from his side and your side. He said, fuck all that. Keep doing what you're doing because he's going to make sure you head in the right direction. He says, for real, I do love you. I really do. He said, I was fucked up though. He said, a nigga was hurting. A nigga was on some bullshit. He says, but I do love you. I do love you. He said, I got my karma. Woo. Woo. Ashe. 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 The Knight of Pentacles. Woo, child.
Beautiful. I believe that it's your mother's energy I'm picking up. It's a woman. It's a lot of motherly energy. So if it's not a mother, it's like a mother figure or a grandmother, someone who felt like you were theirs. She's kind of like, I'm back. So I feel like she's been on the show before, but she's kind of like, I'm back. She just wants to acknowledge that you've been making a lot of progress lately. And she wants to acknowledge that. She says you don't always like toot your own horn, so to speak. You don't always tell people like, guess what I did or guess what I accomplished or stuff. You more or less put your child in the spotlight and the people around you in the spotlight. But she wants you to stand in the spotlight for a minute and just know that like you deserve all the acknowledgement. You deserve all of the praise right now. And it's okay for you to stand in that and to be like, okay, y'all, look at me. I did it. I'm doing it. I've been doing it. Like, look at me. It's okay for you to have your moment. And so she really wants you to like embrace that and know that she's proud of you. Um, that the work that you do with your child is amazing and she's so proud of you. She's so proud of your it's just one child, right? I think it's only one, but she can say a child, so I want to say it's one. But she's so proud of your child, the progress that she's making, that she's doing very well. She's doing very well academically, I believe. Um, or better than anticipated for the year. So she's just very proud of both of y'all all the way around. And the card that we pulled is the Ace of Autumn, the Ace of Autumn. And so this card is another good card. If you look at it, it's a child up there, right? She says she's proud of the child. The child is surrounded by gold and treasure and abundance. And it's just full of like wonderful things happening. And there's going to be a bunch of money coming your way, sis. So this is, your verification that money is on the way. And that you also going to be doing something really good within your career. It's talking about happy career changes. So I don't know if you're going to finally make the move to self-employed or if you're going to be getting a little promotion or raise at your current situation. I don't know what the situation is, but they're going to be looking at you and acknowledging you. Now is a good time for you to shine and shine bright. Any projects that you've been thinking about taking on, go ahead and do them because right now is a good time for you to succeed in all aspects of the word. December is going to be your month, girl. So get it in, okay? Ashe.
Yeah, sure.
Ashe. I have a male energy for you, Queen, and saying problems that have held you back are being cleared. We are monitoring it. I don't know what he's telling me is just that like it's like she's got these beautiful eyes, these eyes that can like see all the good and all the beauty in like everyone, and he just wants you to use those eyes to just reflect on what you see in yourself. Um it's like when stuff is just looking stupid, just retreat. Just go back into your space and just be like, you know what? I know I got this. I know stuff is gonna be okay. Like I'm not I'm not worried about what people are saying or what their opinions are or what I think they're saying. Because sometimes it's not even, what people are actually saying. It's just like what we say before they can even say it. You're already telling yourself something. And he's like, he just wants you to use either put them away or use them in the same way that you look at, other people. Like, your daughter, if you have a kid, that like, how you look at her is how he wants you to look at yourself. Because as far as he's concerned, you're both beautiful, and there's just, like I don't know. He's giving me this like thing where it's like we spend so much time just letting stupid stuff that after a certain point just doesn't even matter anymore. It matters so much to us, like when we're here, and so many things that we let hold us back because we're either too scared or we care about what somebody said, whether it's they give birth to us, whether it's they're a relative, whatever our circle is, and we just get totally thrown off by that. And he just wants you to he's like, you got this like kindness about you that when you just like look at other people, like you can like understand them and see the beauty in them and see the goodness. And it's just like, you feel like if you carry that with you, like at all times, like it just, you would push yourself in the same way and see the same things that you see in other people. And he knows you're working on it. He knows you're trying, you know what I mean? But he wants you to see the goddess in you. And he wants you to just always know that that's who's always looking back at you. Don't worry about that other, that other bullshit. Like just be you. Just be you. And then nobody have to be with it or not. As long as you're with it, as long as you're happy, Other people will come. It doesn't matter. I don't even think he really wants nobody else necessarily with you, but like still, like he understands that like, hey, you're still here, you're living life, you're doing your thing. You know, somebody positive can come around or whatever. But stay true to you. Stay true to you. Believe in yourself like you've always believed in everybody else and everything that you've ever given everybody else and all the love that you've ever shown everybody else. Ashe.
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 All right. Much appreciation to all of you in the building. So we got Miss Jilly Bean together. So we got Mrs. Jermaine and we got Tyrone next for the general read. Okay.
Okay.
Jermaine's doing ancestor reading, y'all, on song.
Oh, okay.
All right. So let's get into it. Give me a moment. Okay. Ashe.
Ashe.
All right, you still here? So Red, we got you, beautiful. You know how it do. It's 11:10. You know how it is.
So,
What's his name, Jermaine?
yeah.
Tyrone said his is not general, it's ancestor. I just applied the family discount. Tyrone, bye.
Oh, I was about to co-sign his baloney.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right, Ashe. Thank you, Spirit. I hear you, sir. I hear you, Jermaine. Destiny, bye. You know she be tickled at everything. Okay, child. You know she be laughing. Drew laughing too. Okay. Oh, it's your first time and you loving the vibes. We appreciate you. Make sure you hit the live subscribe button. We go live every Monday and Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. We appreciate you though, beautiful. Thank you. Okay, thank you. All right. Thank you, Jermaine Ashe. So we get to the ancestor reading for you. When I was meditating, they already bought this male energy. This is the King of Swords. But the male energy, he's a matriarch, like father or grandfather energy for sure. He comes through bold. He keeps saying, like, man, you know, there's certain things about yourself that you have to recognize. He says you hide yourself a lot. Something about you hiding yourself, and sometimes you go into a space where you kind of feel like, you know, well, this is it. But Spirit keeps saying this is not it. He keeps saying you are not. Hold on, sir. Okay, cool. He keeps saying you are not by yourself like you think you are. There's things in your life that you need to pay attention to coming up in this season. He says that you will grow. You will go on to new things. And he keeps saying your happiness. How can you find love when you shelter yourself in certain ways? You may go out with friends. You may do certain things, but he keeps saying that when it comes to love, like, I don't know what this is, protecting your heart or sheltering certain things, you may need to pay attention to there's no lies being told. You know that. Okay. He draws me to the two of fire, And so if you can see, it shows a man and another man behind him. And he keeps saying, like, look, for you to find love, he says, be bold and ambitious. Like you're too comfortable in the safe zone. There's something about you being safe. And he says, maybe in my life, you know, I don't know if he didn't agree or he may not have did things that way, but from where he is now, he sees your life and what he wants for you the most is to be happy. So he says for you to be bold, step outside of your comfort zone, travel, like, you know, I'm not saying you're not doing nothing, but when it comes to like, you may be doing friend shit. Oh, friends, like step outside your comfort zone. Do something different that you would not normally do. He keeps saying you hiding yourself. Stop hiding. Be bold. Ashe.
Shit.
Shay. I get the same male energy for you. I get the same male energy for you. I really want to say this is your dad, but if your dad is still living, then this has to be his dad. I get the king of winter for you. So this is talking about he may not have always been like the most emotional person. He might have been a little detached, especially when it came to showing love to like expressing love. Not necessarily like, oh, he ain't love me, but you know, sometimes men, especially the older generation of males, have a hard time really like showing that love, especially to other boys. Like, you know, girls get all the hugs and the kisses, and boys get, why the fuck you crying? Shut the fuck up, you know? So he may have been unemotionally attached that way. But he was a very, very, very experienced, very knowledgeable, really had his shit together as far as his mental standpoint. Like he knew what the fuck he wanted and he did exactly what he wanted to do. Now the thing that he's kind of saying now is like he's kind of sorry. There's like some sorrow there. He's sorry that he wasn't as emotionally involved as he'd like to be or didn't show his emotions the way he wanted to. There was a lot of words left unsaid and he's sorry for that. But he sees you and he sees what you're doing and he sees your struggles and he sees your achievements and he sees, you know, you planning and your goals and he's just like, I got your back. I'm here. I don't know if you have an altar set up for him, but if you don't, you should go ahead and do that because he's definitely on your team. He's definitely a very strong energy. When we go to the card and we look at it, it says that you may need some counseling. It also says like it's okay to ask for help. So whether this is like going to a family member asking for help or getting a counselor, getting a spiritual mentor, something of that nature, it's okay to do that. Especially with men. Men don't like to ask people for help. Men don't like to admit, like, I need to talk to somebody. I need to let this out. I need to do this. I need to do that. But it's going to be part of your healing, God. Because if you don't heal the part of you that's like, you know what, that shit hurt. That shit won't fair. That shit won't right. Like, I wasn't treated fairly. If you don't heal that part, you're never going to be able to love somebody correctly. And I feel like there's a lot of love energy that you want to give of yourself that you can't because you're holding it back because you got a lot of walls built up from past shit. So you got to really heal that. Also, it's talking about in your job, maybe speaking professionally or having someone speak professionally around you. So I don't know if you're going to be speaking or if you're going to be going to like a seminar maybe where people are talking about like mental health and things like that. But if you hear about one, I would recommend that you go because Spirit is saying like it's okay and you have a voice and you need to really like speak your truth, Kings. Speak your truth. Ashe.
Ashe.
Ashe. Um, I also have a male energy, and I don't know. He's making it feel like to me that you're his baby boy. So that's what I'm going with. Um, take the time to pamper yourself, or let others take care of you. He's saying he feels like he didn't never really take care of your heart, and but he feels like nobody really ever took care of his heart. So sometimes when you don't have something, it's very hard to give it to somebody else, even if you want to. And he feels like a lot of what he gave you, even though he's trying to get you to back off of it, he's also giving me, don't let pride get in your way. And he felt like he was always about that disrespect thing. Somebody disrespect me, I gotta handle it. I gotta always have a reaction to it. And I don't know. He's saying he feels like he wasn't like, I don't know. He's saying like people will make you feel like when you're a man that you got to be rough, you got to be tough, and sometimes you can't even be there. Um, but really, he wants you to understand that being a man is being comfortable in your own skin, is operating out of your heart, and understanding that, you know what, not all disrespect is something that you got to respond to or react to. Most of it you don't. And you know, he wish he would have done stuff differently, and nothing that he's ever done that didn't serve you was ever anything to do with you. You know, he knows he has a lot to do with why you protect your heart. And you know, if he would have known better, he'd have done better. And I don't know. It's like there's so much you want to say, but you know, just because somebody to me goes to the other side doesn't mean that they're still in a learning mode. So you know, it's still hard for him to express everything he wants to express, but he believes in you, and he loves you, and he wants to just let go of some stuff that, you know, like he used to carry, and used to have like a lot of anger and just be ready for something, and just he just wish he never lived his life like that, because a lot of that stuff and a lot of that anger gets in the way of progress and being somebody. And you know, he's like, but he knows you felt lonely and vulnerable, and he just doesn't feel like he was there for you. And but he doesn't want that to be your where you stay at, and he wants you to know that like you can, I don't know, you're better than him, and you can be in a place where like you can be vulnerable. You don't got to respond to everybody, and you don't have to. It's like that hardness. It just go generation to generation, and it don't do anything but hold us back. So he just don't want to see you have it. And but he loves you. He's proud of you, and he's like he's always here for you. And he just do anything to just kind of like he wants to show you something different. He wants to show you something different, and he wish he had shown you that when he was here. Ashe.
Share. All
Yeah, I
right,
gotta go
y'all.
potty real quick. I'm gonna put y'all on hold just a moment.
All right, y'all. So let's clear the energy out. And hold on, let me make sure my incense is together. Red Tiger, do your thing real quick. Let me make sure I'm still here, but I'm just gonna make sure I get my incense together because it's not lit. Okay. You're welcome, beautiful. We appreciate y'all. Again, before I do that real quick, make sure y'all hitting the like, subscribe button. If you're on Facebook, hit the like, the heart button. Make sure you leave in a comment. We are on here Mondays, Thursdays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you missed anything, or if you want a free reading list and you ain't got the donation to send, remember, any donation, if you don't, though, it's okay. Try to tap in early, okay? Because you never know how people don't feel like waiting. So I'll be right back, y'all. Okay?
Okay. So looks like they have left me with you guys. So just want to say I appreciate all y'all. Many of you that I think about, even if you haven't been on here that much. Next is gonna be Tyrone, and then I don't know what they're doing with the free reading list. Usually after 11, it's done. But I don't really know. So if the free reading list gets gotten to, it would be Audra and Farah after Tyrone. But I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope you are protecting your energy most of all. There are times where I think of you guys, and so much stuff I want to tell y'all. But most importantly, I I hope that if you're trying to do something different, that you really are trying to work on like surrounding yourself with people who are either like trying to do what you're trying to do or are already where you want to be. Because if you surround yourself with people who are just going to be like, man, if you ain't trying to work 80 hours a week and thinking that every effort has to equal a dollar sign and you feel like you can manifest that stuff, don't surround yourself with people who are working their fingers to the bone, because they're always going to look at you and be like, for the most part, and be like, well, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. And it's going to take you off of what you're supposed to do. Always part of protecting your energy is keeping yourself surrounded with the vibes that you want. And even if you're on social media or whatever, I mean, shoot, if you like puppies and that makes you happy, you better be typing in puppies like once a week so that them puppies pop up and you just be like, yeah, I had a bad day, but then I looked at these puppies and I'm happy, because it's all about you being in alignment. It's all about you being joyful and being on the same level that your soul is on. You cannot let, and I mean, we romanticize the relationship that we're supposed to have with parents. And I promise you, if you guys were 4 or 5, I would be happy, because I'd be like, you know what? Maybe we can change the dialogue. Maybe we could say, you know what? These people, they bring you in the world. They're your little mothership. And after that, whatever you get is great. If you get something good, but if you get something bad, or they're not there, or one is not there, that's okay too. Because a lot of times the absence of a parent just throws us so out of alignment, and like we don't know what to do after that. Or if a parent is mean to you, if a parent got their own issues. So, just understand, if you're an adult now, it's time to create a little distance where it matters. I'm not trying to say be mean to the people who made you. They got their own issues, but create that distance and decide if you want to do something different or do something better. Then you have to surround yourself with people who are doing the same thing or very supportive of what you're doing. Otherwise, you're setting yourself up for failure. That's very difficult to do. Ashe.
Ashe. All right, y'all. So we're going to clear the energy out. Tyrone came through with the ancestor reading.
Is he getting an ancestor? Or?
Yeah, he's going to do an ancestor reading.
Okay.
All right, y'all. So let's clear some energy out, y'all. Oh, y'all.
A little scary.
Oh, okay. All right, thank you, Spirit Ashe. So let's see what cards they're going to draw me to, because I kind of feel her energy already. All right, thank you, Spirit Ashe. Oh, this card's coming back. Okay. All right. Thank you, Spirit Ashe. Ashe. Hold on. Spirit said no. Okay, so I gotta listen. All right, Spirit Ashe. I got the Queen of Cups. So when I study in that spirit to bring forth the energy, so I'm gonna listen real quick to see who they have before me. She keeps saying Grandma Rogers. And so I'm like, Grandma Rogers. But when Spirit brings her forward, she has the long hair. And so when I know Grandma Rogers, Spirit is bringing forward great Grandma Rogers. And she says, baby, you don't even know me. She says, you don't know me. She says, but I know you. And I'm one of the guardian angels on your team that watches you. She says, connected to your grandfather's father. Or your grandfather. I don't know how she's giving it to me, but what she keeps saying is she says, you on a journey in your life right now. She says, you're not meant to do what everybody else do. She says, remind yourself of that. You are not meant to do what everybody else do. She says you'll be facing some challenge. There's some things in front of you you can't understand. But what she wants you to know is to go back into a different space in your mind, because these things are tests. There's things that you have to focus on. She keeps saying, she says, you growing and you can't even see it yet. It's like, even though inside of your space you may see certain things going on, she's showing me like outside of that, in the spirit realm, like you're growing more than you know. She keeps like laughing almost. She says, you are the one who's going to cross something different in our generation. She says, when we did things, we did it differently. She says, we were scared of everything. She says, we were scared of everything. It was like, like a lot of things that they didn't do, but she says, you are crossing that. So even though you might, think like, well, why didn't it happen yet? She keeps telling me to tell you, don't you worry about that. So she draws me to this card as well. The awakening. The man is hung in limbo. Things in front of him look crazy. He's not sure. He don't understand. Like, but just what? Do nothing. Move how you're moving. She says, we are moving things for you. We are moving things for you. She says, you don't know your family, like your roots. She says, there's a lot of us, like, even though you don't know some of them, she keeps saying there's a lot of them around you. And so the awakening for you is reading different. It's almost like there's so many spirit guides, so many things around you. But again, no matter how things look, don't look at what it looks. What you're focused on is still in effect. She says, continue on. Ashe.
Ashe.
Tanya, give me just a second, y'all, because I dropped my whole deck on the floor and now I got to reshuffle it.
So you want her to go?
Yeah, she could go ahead.
All right, for you, Tyrone, I got Uncle Bill. And which I miss Uncle Bill. He used to call me Shorty. But he said, focus on the positives. You know there are many. He's also talking about forgiveness and you releasing. He's saying the reason he came through is because he wants you to understand that he knows what it's like to have a dad that's like very it just can be very hard. And it said what it did for him was he felt like really he resented his father in a lot of ways. He wasn't like him. But his words always stuck in his head and it affected decisions he made, and affected mostly the thing that he regrets the most is the fact that his father, the way he was with him, and so gruff and so strict and so absent at the same time, when it came to emotions, was just, it made him have that relationship with himself. So he never really felt like he always had this long reach to feel like he was good enough, even in his own eyes. He always, it's like when you got that kind of voice in your head or somebody trains you how to be with your own self, it's like you find yourself not being good enough for your own self. And he's like, it's one thing to kind of like aspire to be better. Yes, you should always compete against yourself to try to, do things and push yourself. But there's a limit. You still have to have some kindness. And what he's saying is he wants you to be kind to you always. He's like, and just forgive people for their shortcomings, but understand that you no longer have to let anybody's way of being with you dictate how you are with you. Like there was a lot of absenteeism with you. People who were supposed to be there, yeah, you got your grandmother. I'm not going to take nothing away from that. You got your grandfather. But some other people that were supposed to be there for you, it's like, there's sometimes where you're not really there for yourself in a way, and it's almost like, I don't know, just he's like, even the way that sometimes you see whether somebody gonna stick around or be there, or how quickly you let them in or not, it still has a lot to do with some stuff that you were shown, and he just wants to let you know, like, it's okay to be kind to yourself. You actually grow and you actually adjust a lot better. And it's okay to like decide that, you know what, somebody might come into my life for a couple weeks and I can be grateful, and they can come in for a couple months and I can be grateful, but I don't have to have this, like, you know kind of skepticism, or give them the because you're gonna be all right regardless. You're gonna be all right regardless, nephew. You're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right. But the kindness you give to yourself is just gonna allow you to climb every height that you need to climb. Don't let other people who aren't where you want to be dictate how you treat yourself. And sometimes he said, it took him a long time to realize, this, just how much that stuff really affected him and how he wasn't really there for himself. But like, he wants you to understand that you have a unique opportunity, especially with your gift, to show yourself some kindness. Don't let nobody else's words be your words. Have your own relationship with you. He wish he would have done it. He said back, especially in those days, his father gave him an idea of what a man was, and that's always what stayed in his head for the rest of his life. He said, but I should have never. He feels like, no disrespect to his father, but that was never what a man really was. That was something that he learned from some absenteeism in his life. So he loves you. He's proud of you. He sees your future. But he wants you to know that you're great today before anything else ever even happens. If all you ever did was exist, you are great today. Because that's something that he never felt about himself, and he wants you to know. Because he sees it in you, and he knows how important it is to be kind to yourself. Like that hard on yourself, and then he's saying the industry that you in, that just ain't the way. Be easy, be nurturing, be careful, be more like your grandma. When it comes to you. You like that with people that you love, but be like that with you. Ashe.
Ashe. All right, y'all.
Female energy for you, King. And what you was about to in my life. I get a female energy for you, King, and it's like she comes to me as a younger female, but I feel like she could possibly be an older person. But she comes to me kind of a younger female. She has really, really curly hair, kind of like a afro almost. And she's just like, you deserve so much more than what you open your heart up for. Like, you deserve so much more than what you get, what you've been settling for. Your past relationships, kind of, you was given more than you was getting. Things weren't always equally yoked like they should have been. And she's just saying how special you are, how much she loves you. I don't know that you may know her, but I don't know that you knew her very long. I want to say she might be a cousin that passed away. She's a lighter skin. I don't know if that resonates, but anyway, she's saying that you deserve a lot more than what you've gotten out of relationships with family, out of relationships with friends, out of relationships with other people, partners. things of that nature. You deserve a lot more than what you've been getting, and that there's a love energy that's going to come for you soon. There's a love energy that's going to come for you. And when I was doing the cards, I pulled 2 cards. And so first I pulled the Queen of Autumn, which I believe is our ancestor that has popped her little head up in here. And it says she was a very gracious person, but it also saying you need to be very practical in how you proceed with your next steps. Use your head and your heart for your next moves. Don't just use one or the other. Use your head and your heart for your next move. It says you have the ability to make anything beautiful, and you do. So continue to do that and continue to shine through that. Also, it's talking about your dreams and how you are going to get clarity through your dreams. So again, like I've said to you in the past, make sure you're writing them down. But then I also pulled the Lover card for you, the Lover card. So again, that love energy is trying to come in for you, Ty. It's talking about choices that are going to be made from the heart. It's talking about if you've had any health issues, that those are going to be coming to an end also, and you're going to have good health in the month of December, but that this love energy is trying to get to you, and for you to be open-minded and open to receiving, because it's not going to come in the form that it normally would come in for you. So you need to be open, okay? Ashe.
Ashe.
What does she look like? She light skin with an afro?
Yeah, like she keeps saying to me, the one who passed away recently, and I'm like, you know what? Someone just passed away in our family, and I was like, oh, who just passed away recently?
Who?
I don't know why I keep hearing Grace, but it may not be Grace. I don't know if she's connected. Oh, Aunt Dorothy. Is she connected to Aunt Grace? Aunt Dorothy is though, ain't she?
Aunt Dorothy passed?
Yeah.
When?
Recently, I don't know, but that's who keeps coming to me and says, she keeps saying, I recently passed my passing. So that's her.
I don't know. She look like she's coming to me as a child, but I can tell it's an older energy. So
yeah, no, it's older. She's like, it's her. She told me it's her. It's her, 100%. But she kept saying Aunt Grace. So I'm like, well, how? Well, Aunt Grace? She kept saying her name. And I'm like, oh shit, you are connected to her. Okay, cool. All right, so let's clear the energy. We're gonna get Miss Fee. And then Miss Soul Ray, she has some questions. Why am I getting treated unjustly by my doctor? And then let me see. She had another question. Why is her first question? Why is George's up to in regards to me? No, what is George's up to in regards to me that I need to be aware of? And then she wants to know about her doctors. Why are they not treating her correctly? Okay, cool. All right, so let's clear the energy. Oh, Miss Fee, Ashe.
Oh, man.
She says, what do you think? I said, okay. She made it because she gonna make it quick because she says, what do you think about me? Oh, okay, cool. All right, Fee, you still up? All right, sister. All right, Ashe. Thank you, Spirit. Let's clear energy out and allow the energy to speak to Miss Fee. Ashe. All right, thank you, Ashe. I got for you the Eight of Water. The Eight of Water. This card is coming back up again, and for you, Spirit says it's time to move on. The need to move on. If you can see this person, like they're in a state of limbo. They're in the door, but they're not all the way out the door. They're thinking, they're trying to figure it out. But Spirit is saying the need to move on is important for you, sis. It says seeking more than life than what you are experiencing. So like going through life, but you're not happy, and things, are not quite the way you want them to look. But here's the thing. Spirit is trying to tell you, in order for the things that you want to kind of make you happy, they're saying choosing to make some big decisions, because the only thing holding you back is you. You have the power, you have the gift. They say gift. like your gift, you're playing it around with it. You're not really taking it all the way serious, but everything you want is right in your fingertips, literally. But with that and with your love life and with certain things, it's time to move on, but you playing. So Spirit says you're not gonna really reap what you sow in this season until you all the way let go of some things. They say new beginnings, letting people and things go and figuring out you. Spirit is also telling you like it's time to move. I don't know if you've been stuck in an environment for a while or you've been like in the same place but it's kind of time to change and shift your environment. Seeking more than life that's giving you right now. They say what you're looking at is half-assed, but if you really move and get on your shit, you're gonna see way more happiness in your life. Asha.
I got the dreamer for you, beautiful. The dreamer, the dreamer, the dreamer. So this is kind of the same thing as Moon is saying. It's time for you to kind of like move on and embrace your true purpose, embrace your higher self, kind of see where's she gonna take you. What's this lady doing? Let her take the lead for a while because who girl, you have a lot, so much on your mental. There's a lot on your mental space, a lot of shit. A lot of people didn't really treat you well, and there's a lot of heaviness. But you gotta really like trust your intuition. There's a new adventure waiting for you. There's a new adventure.
Yeah.
There's a new path. An awakening happening. Sis, this next
Mhm.
season is gonna be so blessed. But you gotta let the door close. You gotta let it close. You gotta let it close, okay? Ashe.
Ashe.
And this is for Farrah for what George is up to, right? Right? Right?
I thought it was
Who?
Is this for Farrah for George or?
No, this is Fee.
this is me.
Okay, because I didn't even have her on my list. So, all right, just general reading for Fee. All right. I apologize, Fee. I didn't have you on my list, and I didn't realize. I thought that Farrah was the one that got put on the list. So, just give me a second. Okay. So for you, Queen, I got 10. Karmic completion. So basically it's just saying that, you've had some stuff, you had like I guess what they call like a bit of a rut, and you get into a space where you're learning your lessons, you're figuring stuff out, you don't have to deal with that stuff anymore. So, when that kind of thing comes, just be ready, be in receiving mode, be positive, and make sure that you are ready for your new beginnings. Because really they can happen at any point, any time. You see your life going a certain way, you're in a rut, like you don't want to stay there, get focused on that. You want to be light and positive so that, if there's an impulse, if there's a person that can help you with something, if there's some money coming along the way, you're just ready. You're ready to grab whatever there is that spirit has to throw at you. If you're concerned about any of your loved ones, they're safe. Don't worry about that. But again, still spirit is giving me this idea of like, just make sure that you're kind of keeping yourself fresh, like just an understanding that, hey, you know what? I came here with something to do. I came here with a gift, and I'm going to see it through. And I'm going to make sure that I'm always, they just give me this idea of like freshness, newness, whatever. Like, if you ever find yourself like where like I'm not feeling it or I'm not feeling the day, like do something to kind of change your vibration up. Do something to, like, you're doing something for a long time, add some spice to it. Learn a little different thing over here about it, like, or little, like, another little skill or something that just kind of enhances it and just takes it up a notch. Because you're always continually learning, continuously growing, and when you get stagnant or when you get complacent, then you don't really feel like, like I'm just like, it's just not the same. So just make sure you're kind of, working on your craft, continuing to grow, continuing to learn, and staying in a high positive vibration. Asha.
Ashe. All right, y'all. All right, so we're gonna get our last reading in for the evening. We got Miss Farah, aka Miss Soleil, and she has 2 questions. She sent her both donations. So the first one is, she said, let me go back real quick. She says, what is George's up to in regards to her that she needs to be aware of? That is her first question. Let's get into it. Let's clear some energy on and let's see what is Mr. George's up to, or what not up to. Let's see. Ashe. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, thank you, Ashe. All right, Spirit. Let's see. What is yours up to in regards to Miss Farah? Let's see. Let's speak through the cards. Ashe. Tyrone said, check your Cash App. He sent a donation not too long ago. Let me double check. Hold on. Ashe, you are most welcome. All right, let's see, Miss Farah. Okay, Tyrone also sent a ancestor reading for Lawrence. All right, thank you, Tyrone. We appreciate you. All right, Mr. Georges and Farah. Ashe. Okay, thank you, Asha. All right, thank you so much. I got the 5 of a win, the 5 of win for you, Farah. And so when you ask Spirit directly, you see the card, it says an unwise choice. It says there's better ways that will make you happy. Literally, that's what the card says. Spirit is telling me it's not necessarily about, like, what his intentions are. It's like, what are your intentions for yourself? Spirit keeps saying, like, you see things in front of you and you're not happy with them, but yet you complain, but you're not changing them. So how about you focus on what makes you happy and see if he still aligns with those vibrations. Spirit is kind of telling you, avoid people who have questionable motives, who may be moving funny or may not be giving you all of the emotional support or financial support that you need. Whatever this energy is, Spirit is telling you, this is time for you to focus on yourself. Stop trying to live in a vibration of focusing on other people, focusing on other, like, well, they're, and what are they like, no, what makes you happy? So they tell me, if you want to know straight up, they're telling you to kind of sit back and focus on what you want. Ashe.
Ashe.
Okay.
I get for you the High Priestess. The High Priestess. It's talking about following your intuition. You already know that this relationship really isn't what it is. Talking about making careful reflection before you take permanent action. Spirit is urging you to meditate and, like, think about this, think about this, think about this, and then think about it some more before you say yes. Definitely says you gotta trust your intuition. You gotta know that what you know is the truth. Like, don't second guess it, don't question it, whatever. And sometimes we do, we'll sit back and be like, I know I'm not fucking crazy. Did this motherfucker just try me? Yes, yes, he did. He tried you. And it's just not, it's not it in this season. Is he a good person? Yeah. Is he a good person for you? Probably not. Ashe.
Ashe.
Okay. For you, Queen, as far as George, one, I got communication is key. And they're also giving me a little bit of a pride element to this. So one is, they're letting me know that, you've kind of known that the communication can be a little funny. And that's, again, when we ask certain questions, that's also the divinity in us, our inner guidance system trying to tell us stuff that we kind of already know. Like, so you're asking, what is he up to? That you need to be aware of. It's like Spirit's telling me that you already know. You already know that it's at least not on the up and up. It's not transparent. It's not giving you a level of comfort. It's not making you feel like, how you haven't been feeling like very good about it. So it's just confirming, but what they're also giving me is that, you don't need this smoking gun, this confirmation that sometimes you think. Like, they want you to also love yourself and trust yourself enough that sometimes, you know what, when something doesn't feel right, sometimes when it feels funny, it's just freaking funny. You don't have to catch somebody. You don't have to have all this evidence. That's something that you think you have to have, but it's time to realize what serves you and doesn't serve you. And when something doesn't serve you because of how it doesn't feel right, and it doesn't feel like what you want, and it doesn't feel like it's respectful, like, you can let it go. You can let it go, whether even if that person says, "Oh, well, you crazy," or or they're denying whatever that is that you're feeling. Your feelings are your feelings, and they're there for a reason. So that you have been feeling like, yeah, no, this person's not being transparent. I need some answers. Just know that those answers can come from you. You already know what it is. So you already know what he's up to. And don't, again, don't feel like from this point on, it is not your duty to be a detective. It's not your duty to say, "Aha, I got you." If something is not serving you, and somebody's not being transparent, and it's not working for you, and you're feeling bad on the regular, it's time to let it go. Ashe.
Ashe. All right, so let's clear some energy out. And so I'll clear energy. I was meditating as we were talking about the other energy. And so we are going to get to her next question about why are her doctors treating her unjustly? Why is she being treated unjustly? And so I meditated over that energy as we were speaking, and Spirit gave me the taken action card. Spirit is kind of saying, listen, yeah, there's been a lot that's been put before you, but they're saying there's no sitting in that energy why they're treating me this way. They say, no, this is the time for you to take action, rise above. Whether I almost feel like they're showing me there's going to be a change or a switch in doctors anyway. Could be like hospitals that you go to as well or whatever, but there's going to be a shift of some sort. But Spirit keeps saying, even though they're making it seem like you don't have options, but you do have options before you. Do not sit in the energy of woe is me. They got me cornered. Spirit says, no, we're sending things your way. Pay attention. Like, go do your research, know what you got going on, but there's going to be a shift. I don't care. Those doctors will not be your doctors. The Spirit says there will be some action taken. Know it and feel that you are never a victim unless you allow yourself to be, no matter what it looks like. They say, call on them. Call on your grandmother. They keep saying that. I don't know why, but they say, call on them and know that they will always make a way for you no matter how it looks. You are not trapped. You will be having a shift coming up soon. Ashe. Thank you.
I say, um, I get the Ace of Spring for you, and it's talking about be fearless in your actions. So don't be scared to like ask questions. Don't be scared to, make different decisions. Don't be scared to say, I want a second opinion. Don't be scared. You're not in a situation where, like she said, you're not the victim here. You are not the victim. You have a mouth, you have words, you can advocate for yourself. You can say, I don't like this person. I don't like the way you treating me. I'm not feeling this. I want a second opinion. I want a different doctor. Child, boo and bye. When I had my daughter in Durham County Hospital, I did not like those motherfuckers. They tried to put me in a broom closet. They would not let me bond with my baby. I had the whole hospital up in a tizzy, and they moved my baby to Cary. So you could do whatever you need to do. You just have to advocate for yourself. Also in this season, it says be fearless and happy in everything that you do. So be fearless and happy in everything that you do. So don't just go and do it and like, oh, this is happening, this is happening. But be proud of yourself for standing up for yourself. Be proud of yourself for having a voice. That is powerful. Your voice is powerful. Be proud of that. Ashe.
Ashe.
For you, Queen, I got balance, spirituality, and practicality. Okay. So, obviously, you have this very deep, long line of ancestors that are always there to help you, to be there for you. Same thing with your spirit guides, your angels, your source. And the lesson that they keep trying to get you to learn is, you're just somebody who also like very beautiful heart, very kind, very willing to like have somebody's back, stand up for them, do whatever. And they want you to be your strongest advocate. Like it's really time for you to really pour into yourself and treat yourself like, the person that you love the most, like those kind of questions that you would ask for them. Those kind of like, I'm not going away kind of things. Those kind of like that push that you have for other people, like that has got to be for you. No longer is like, because what you have to remember is there's always an attraction thing going on. And you know what? Yeah, okay, they got an issue with you asking questions. And I can take this on a deeper level. I mean, there's always you just spit it out before I could even say it. So I see your comments, and that's exactly what I'm on. But you also have to remember that you have a divinity within you, and you have people on your side. So, do what you do, and do what you do without any apologies, and do what you do just as if you're an entitled person that I ain't gonna say. Just in the same way that they expect certain answers and to explain it as many times or whatever, and they have a command of how this is how I expect to be treated, this is how I'm seen in the world, is the same way that you need to act and conduct yourself. And it's not so much of why people are doing whatever when it comes to you is none of your business, because it's not for you to wrap your mind around. It's for you to do what you got to do to take care of yourself, to heal yourself, to recover, to do whatever. Don't worry about why people are doing whatever, because you know what? That's them being out of alignment, and there's nothing you can do and no questions that you can ask to try to understand that or fix that, because it don't make any sense. But what it is your job to do is to make sure that you're healthy, make sure that you're recovering, make sure that you don't in any way stop asking the questions that you have, and be that squeaky wheel and know that your ancestors have your back. But I absolutely and unapologetically, just like you ain't got to find no smoking gun over at another situation, is the same way that you don't have to justify you caring about yourself and putting yourself first. And if you got to find somebody, however many people is going to be, eventually somebody will treat you the way that you're supposed to be treated. But you're doing a good job, Queen, and you don't let up, because this is, as you put, is a very touchy situation. There's a lot of people who are out of alignment and don't even believe that, oh, you have the same pain that we have, or we have to do anything for you. You know what it is. So all your job is to do is to be as positive as you can possibly be, which means leave their BS where it needs to be, put stuff in place, focus on you, and focus on your recovery and getting better. Ashe.
Ashe. All right, y'all. So we're going to clear some energy out. We're going to get our last reading in. Okay. A lot of people, you know what? While we get that in real quick, here's the thing. A lot of, us women, we go along with things that we know are not correct. And instead of like standing on it, we get wavered or listen, stop. When you know things are not right in healthcare, when you know that there are certain things that are not correct, stop trying to follow my doctor said, but is your doctor always correct? Is she or he? You better do your research. Okay. Ashe. All right, so we're going to clear the energy out. We got Mr. Drew with the ancestor reading. So we got Drew with the ancestor reading, y'all. All right, so give me a moment. Please. People don't like when you speak that truth sometimes. And you know what, guys? Before I get into the ancestor reading, I just got to say this because spirit is on my heart, my head, my heart, both of them. It's like they just keep saying that, it's not necessarily about being right. It's about, the truth. And so if you are around people and, whether they're in your circle, whether it's friends, whether it's family, and things are not correct, it's not about you voicing your opinion to be the one that's right. Sometimes what the truth is, speak your truth and get out the way. And so Spirit keeps telling a lot of us sit in our family energy and allow that shit to fuck us up. Speak your truth and get out the way. Okay? We'll get back to that. Who I say, Tyrone? His name is Lawrence. I said, who I say? Child, who the fuck did I say? Hold on. Yeah, sometimes you can't. Lawrence. Yeah, we got Lawrence. Oh, I said Drew. Child, I made up a whole name. I told y'all.
You went backwards to our friend Drew from earlier.
Oh, sorry, Drew. Backwards. They probably was talking about you because I heard it. Okay. All right, so let's get into it. Let's get some ancestor energy all the way for Drew.
For Lawrence.
Damn. See, you know what? The last time this happened like that, it was Jessica and they was talking to her. So let me clear energy because for some reason they want to talk to Drew, child. Let me clear energy. Child.
Okay. Drew.
I don't know, but they keep saying his name.
Yeah,
like
we did Drew earlier. He was up here.
Oh, but they keep talking to him. That's so crazy. All right, I'm going to clear the energy. Thank you, Lawrence. I got you. But the spirit sometimes, y'all, when I do that, don't think that part is just moon. I tell y'all when it's me. Sometimes the spirit be talking to people. But I have to let them know this is the platform where we got to kind of go one at a time. Okay. Sure. Yeah, they talking to his ass tonight, child. But I told him no, Lawrence. Okay. But just so you know, all right. All right, thank you so much. So I asked Spirit to bring forward who they have, and I heard Spirit, they bring her in here really clear and all that other shit. I got the high priestess, and I'm gonna tell you, sometimes I like second guess and I'm not sure because the way she's coming straight through like a grandmother. Like she's a grandmother. I don't know whose side she's on, but she's a grandmother and she's very clear. She says, boy, you don't even know where you are at right now in your life. It's almost like you're doing things, but something in your head, you almost feel stuck. Like you feel like you're stuck. And she says, it's like she wants you to travel outside of certain things that you're doing right now, but she wants you to know that you are not stuck. She says, the opportunities are opening itself for you more and more, and they will be. She says, you don't need nobody's approval. You don't need their approval. I don't know who or whatever this is. I don't know what if this is to come, but she keeps saying you don't need nobody's approval for nothing. You got a chance right now to do what you want. She also says that I feel like I don't know what this energy is, but she keeps saying you've been feeling like you've been stuck or you like things are happening, but they're not happening and then they happening. But she says no. Sit back for a moment and call like to what you want. You moved, you've done things that you like, you've done things already, but so be proud of that. But she's drawing me to this card, which is the Four of Wind, which talks about you kind of needing some sleep, mental exhaustion in certain ways. Like you may need to get rest and get clarity, but this card is really calling you to kind of like get into a space of figuring out things within you. So if you're not meditating, you need to meditate. If you don't need to sit and write things down, write them down. But your feelings and your emotions, sometimes you don't always express those things to everybody. You try to act reserved and cool, but sometimes you need to tell people how you feel and get those emotions out. She says, I don't give a damn who it is, whether it's family, I don't know if it's whatever that is, be able to express yourself. You kind of protect your heart space. You know what this means because she says spirit is not going to tell all your business. She don't want to tell all of it. But you are very protective over your heart. And so sometimes people don't get the chance to see the real you all the way. But in this season, be the real you and know that your heart is protected, even though that you may go through things where people may not be the right one or they not have been in the past. But just know you're coming towards the right space where the right one is drawing itself to you. So it's okay to be vulnerable. Ashe?
Shay, I get a woman energy for you also. I kind of feel like it's like a motherly energy. However, it could possibly be a grandmother. And she's talking about you're confused in your loves in your heart space. Your heart space is confused. Again, there's a lot of people tonight with this just walls built up. And we're scared to knock those walls down because that makes us vulnerable. That makes us easy targets. That makes us have to really trust that somebody's not out to like break our hearts or, have a hidden agenda to why they want this energy and this time and this space from us. But she's saying that you have to let those walls down because it's not healthy. It's not healthy to have them built up so high that you can't see over them. And so, of course, the next person can't get through them, but that means you can't get through them either. So you're a prisoner to yourself. And she's very upset about this because she wants so much more for you. She's like, I love you. I see love. You radiate love. You are love. But you got so much just walls just built up around you that you're a prisoner in yourself. You got to heal that so you can knock that shit down, not just for the love energy that's trying to come in for you, but also just for yourself, to give yourself some peace. Because isn't it exhausting being stuck within your own four walls, not being able to, love correctly or receive the love that you really desire because you stuck within yourself? That's exhausting. You got to let that shit go. I get the Prince of Spring for you, the Prince of Spring. And so this is someone who's going to come around. It could be a friend, a partner, a family member, but they're going to be coming around for you in the next couple of weeks. And they're very passionate. They're charming. They're self-confident. They may be just a little bit younger than you. However, it's nothing that is going to keep them from doing what they want to do. This is a good energy. And so whatever this person is to you, their energy is really, really good, and they mean well. It's talking about you're going to have some challenges that are going to be kind of laid to rest in this season. So whether it be a financial burden or something else, it's going to be laid to rest around the month of the month of December going into January. But everything's not going to be finalized until January. So it's going to start to subside for December, but January is going to be kind of finalized, and you're going to kind of be out the woods, especially with financial issues, because it looks like you might be getting some money in January. Also, you got some love energy trying to come in for you. Very, very passionate, very, very passionate love energy is coming in. Stay grounded because you don't want to get too confused and too caught up in that and lose your head, okay? Ashe.
Ashe.
Okay. For you, King, I have a female energy, and we care about you. We want you to take care of yourself. The way she gives me about you is you always been like a gentle soul, regardless of what it may look like at times or what you may show. You're really very kind, very gentle, and she loves you, but she's giving me something with your environment, like basically you allowing your environment or your conditions to make you feel a certain way. And what she just wants to let you know is like, I don't know, like it's like giving me wings and giving me like a sticky substance on the wings. It's like you got these beautiful wings that can reach. It's got like a wingspan like nobody's business, and you can just soar. But it's like you allowing the stuff that's outside of you to really weigh you down and keep you in a certain space. And she just wants you to know, like, find a way to not let your situation or what you think, again, with your mindset and your human eyes, to dictate how you think your life is going and where you think you're going to be, because it's not true. She has always seen like just greatness in you, just always knowing you was a special child, and just she's like, he cannot stop, he cannot, just let anything just hold him back, because that is not for you, King. And she is like your biggest fan, and she just wants you to like know, like, this, there's nothing else that anybody has going on. There's nothing else that what it looks like today is not what it's going to be tomorrow. And she's here and she's with you, and she's, making ways to try to move things for you, but she wants you to put that chin up and stretch your wings and clip them if you need to, so some of them people that's maybe too close, that's not serving you anymore, clip that part, so that you can grow new, but get out of that space, whatever that is, work to change that space. But just know, don't let your mindset keep you confined and thinking that this is all there is for me, because couldn't be farther from the truth, baby. She loves you. Okay.
Ashe. All right, y'all. Let me make sure we all caught up. If you guys missed the free readings, don't worry. We'll be back Thursday, 9 p.m. Again, any donation will always skip the line. And it's not about skip the line. It's about, people don't feel like waiting. So we're past our cutoff. Let me make sure. So y'all don't be like, oh, I sent a donation and they ain't listening. All right, y'all. So I think we are caught up. So we're going to go ahead and check out again. Catch us again. I don't know what the fuck this means, Beppa or whatever that is, but okay. FYI, that's YouTube for you. So whatever, hit the like button and do all that same shit, okay? But anyway, I'm the Moon Butterfly Goddess. I'm checking out. Catch us again Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope you guys have a beautiful night. Remember, do the shadow work for the healing. Have a good night, y'all. Ashe.
I am the Water Goddess. Thank you for tuning in. See you later. Ashe.
Ashe.
Red Tiger, appreciate y'all. Have a good night.
All right. Good night, y'all.